Alright, here we are with Stars Without Numbers, Crew Expendable, Season 1, Episode 4.
I'm Peter the GM, and to my left will explain why.
Mark playing Nama, the Psyker.
Devin playing Mother, the Expert.
Tyler playing Jaden Soon, an expert.
Kevin playing Longinus in Arcane Warrior.
Do we see a date?
What? Oh yeah, we're in November 2019.
So gang, what happened last time? Recount, things for Kevin and the listeners.
And Devin.
Yes, Devin doesn't remember.
It was so long ago.
Well, we made a lot of profits off of our tractor sales, and basically just broke even on the grain.
You lost a little bit because of complication, but
Yeah.
you will know that 190 tons of grain. Your ship still probably smells of it.
Overall, we came out on top, though, because of the tractors. We kind of checked if Tanya was interested in working as the clerk on our ship, but she preferred to go off with her brother, so we let her go on her merry way. And we got...
I think we gave the guy a discount too.
Yeah, we were willing to cut a bit off of his bill as long as he was willing to pay more up front. Originally,
a little bit of his extortion. Just kidding.
It's not extortion.
I think we officially called it the sorry for hitting you in the back of the head with a chair discount.
Yeah.
And we also had like a discussion of like, okay, so some things happened last time.
Yeah.
Things got a little crazy.
There's literally no guarantee we won't hit you with a chair again.
But,
No, we settled more on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
That we're not going to hit people on the back of the head with chairs.
With chairs, got it.
Yeah. While you were asleep in cryo or whatever, there was sort of a discussion like, we're not cool with piracy or maltech, and we're going to try and tone down the smuggling and thumbing our nose at local governments because it makes it harder to deal with people.
I mean, you say that, but...
Anyway, so then we...
And then we bought a bunch of drugs.
Yes. Perfectly legal drugs.
I mean, everything's legal here. You have bought some mind guilders, but nobody wants mind guilders.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, we got the drugs at a 60% discount.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
ludicrous money.
We picked up some passengers. They're 3 kind of mind-melded people, hive mind people. They're all sharing the luxury cabin together.
Okay.
They're cool with it, so we're cool with it.
Don't think it didn't say it.
And then we went off to an ice asteroid where we were engaged to
Recover some tech and bring back a guy who'd gone missing who was a high-value target inside the ice mine.
Yeah, which we did. And we repaired a bunch of stuff. And we encountered a bunch of oozes, which we thoroughly destroyed thanks to Mother creating a power suit.
Yep.
I didn't create a power suit, did I?
You didn't create one, you just had one.
I had
one.
Yeah.
Take the credit where you can.
Yes. The parcel that you've wrecked with, strapping high explosive to your fist and punching things with your explosive fists.
It's a couple nights of hobby work.
Mother needs a hobby.
I have a hobby. I fix up old machines like that.
I make a mess in my room so my mother has something to do.
She's an immortal robot. She needs hobbies.
I think we
Let her
actually
get bored.
have some samples and stuff of the creatures and things like that. So
I mean, I do. It's on my trophy case.
It's always something you want to bring to your house. A possible, grey goo thing.
And we upgraded the spike drive.
Yep. You started modifying it and bought the drill velocity upgrade. You harden cash and loot from, salvage, I guess. Yeah. So, I think date-wise we're in March in the...
No.
No?
oh yeah, March 8th.
Yeah, because I think the
That should be March.
ship upgrade takes a week,
Fixed it.
and so on and so on. Okay. So, let's start with Mother. as you're working on the ship, like, you know, yeah, you hire the local crew around here, which is like a bunch of lobotomites that just come over here. Some uploads like
Lobotomites.
yeah, people with you just cut out a couple things from them, and then you just upload whatever information you need to them, and they happily work out.
Expert systems.
Yeah,
But grossly inefficient.
I mean they're still people. But in the meantime, you're approached by one of your passengers. Goody.
The hive mind people?
Yeah, Goody Kaidao. For a tea.
For what?
Tea. Out there in the...
Hello.
Hello there, mother, is it?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. So, I heard that you're looking for a gunner system for your ship, is it?
Yes, we were hoping to shop for something like that on our next layover.
Well, if you'd be interested, I possibly know of a place you could salvage one.
Of course.
Well, I can trade you the location for... I might still have it. In exchange for getting something from the location itself.
What would that be?
Well, I heard there's some old technology that's still rattling around there. The expert system might be still guarding it. So you can have your system, I'll have my tech, and perhaps have that delivered to Ascension if it's still functional.
Of course, we can make appropriate preparations.
Splendid. So, from what I've been hearing, there's a space station above Inferno that's an old psigate. It's mostly been stripped clean, but there are some rumors that there's still something to be salvaged there.
Even the skeleton of mandate technology often provides a bounty.
Well, it's been picked apart for a couple hundred years, so...
If you know what you're looking for, you'll often find treasure still in the rough.
So they say there's still a lab there, and there's at least a killbot guarding it.
Do you know any specifications about the unit?
From what I heard, it's somewhat dangerous, so expecting something on the higher end of a...
Are you expecting... Do you have any inclination if they were using an expert hub or a VI system?
Well, if it was VI, it could probably be reasoned with, and, wouldn't necessarily stick around past its, useful date. So it's probably an expert system that's got basic programming to guard things. Well, I have the location if you're interested, and...
Yes, please forward it to us.
There, you got your quest for the day.
Perfect. I'll forward that conversation to you guys. By you guys, I mean the captain.
Okay. You
Because
guys.
there's no reason either of you two would be getting the full-on mix and error recordings I do of everything you guys do here. It's for the captain.
Because he's not the crook.
I would like to go and talk to one of the... I don't know how you pronounce their names.
Passengers.
Googie Kai.
Googie Kai? Yeah. I assume because that they're mind meld, I can speak to one, and it's like I'm speaking to all of them.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll just find the nearest one.
Yeah. Okay. You find one of them. Yes?
So I hear you want to commission us for a job.
Well, it's more of a, mutual exchange, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's a little more mutual on our end than it is on yours, seeing as we're going to be assuming all of the risk.
I mean, I heard you wanted to get your warbot, so...
I do, but I get the feeling that what you're going to be getting out of this is more valuable than what we're going to be getting out of this. I want to
Possibly.
even the scales.
How would you even it then?
Just a little rider on top, something to cover the necessary expenses of the job. hazards we expect to encounter, the difficulties that may arise, the threats to the lives and livelihoods of my crew.
Okay. So, how much are we talking about here?
Well, what are you not telling us about the station?
Well, it's an old pre-Scream psigate. What's more there to say? It can house anything.
Do you want me in this convo? Because I know about mandate tech.
Sure.
You can just have me on like your headset while you're talking to him.
Sure.
I'll assume you're typing, talking to me if you want to do an aside.
I'm thinking 20,000 a head hazard pay.
Okay. And then? If it's just a head.
What do you mean?
Or do you mean ahead as in ahead of time or per head?
Per head, per
Per
person
person.
that's going to be going on this mission.
I'll send you a text. A modern, bought new soldier VI, like a thinking machine that isn't a person, but it's still pretty good. It's
Experts.
10K. Not expert, VI. They're worth 10K. Just to help you kind of know what you're negotiating for.
Okay. Well, how many people will be going on this excursion?
4.
4. Got anything? Okay. So 20,000 per head, 80,000.
For 80,000, I'll like text you the schematics. We could buy a siege grade warbot, which would be much more advanced.
Great.
I'm just letting you know.
We're all some trade here and negotiations and what have you.
Do you want me to roll talk, or do you want me to roll trade?
Because I think it's more about, you haggling the price, so it's more about trade, I think. Skills. Because talk is convince people about the facts.
I'm comfortable rolling either one.
Just roll your trade.
7 plus 3, 10.
10. Okay. Sure, you'll get your 80,000 for the job. But, you'll get your warbot and 80,000 and they'll keep the rest, I guess.
Good. I'm glad we could come to amicable understanding.
So what did we get off of that final day? Did you get the 80K?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes, but they're getting the rest. Whatever you will salvage.
Except for the bar.
Yep.
This is more valuable.
I mean, I'm not there and don't know about this thing yet, but of course the other possibility is it's worth 1.5 million credits. Well,
We're never going to shoot this guy and keep the 1.5 million.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna shoot it, but not with a chair. As agreed.
Is he happy?
Okay. All right. I'll call an assembly of the crew and fill everyone in.
Deft negotiation, Captain.
Oh, thank you. It's what I do.
Another 80K is cool.
Another 80,000 credits on top of our operating budget would allow us to purchase some necessities for the ship.
New limbs if this all goes awry.
If we're able to gain access to certain parts of space with our enhanced spike drive, we'd be able to transfer that money into more permanent solutions for some of the hazards of our operations. I could get us a soulstone machine.
Well, let's get the job done first.
At the very least, we could spend it on in a war junta or principality for an actual siege machine.
You want to complain about more firepower?
It would certainly help even the odds against unexpected hazards. Ed would pay for itself in giving us overhead for hazard pay. If you pull that X amount of money per head again, we can only send 3 crew members and the warbot. No. Wait a minute. The opposite of what we want. We could send all of us in per head and have the warbot with us and be a fifth man, which isn't what we want. I'm not very good at this.
Oh, mother.
So this is a potentially hazardous situation. So, Long, I'm going to expect you to take point on this.
The expendable one, yeah, I gotcha.
And obviously, Nami, you'll be accompanying with us, and if we run into any kind of serious hazard, you can just pop us out of there.
Yeah, I got another thought too. I don't know what kind of if there's going to be any anti-psi tech on there, but I've dealt with anti-psi stuff before, and usually it sucks, but it's not going to kill me. I could scry from inside the ship once we get to docking range.
It'll be a toss-up. Mandate technology, especially psionic gateways, were terrifically advanced. They were the bleeding edge even at the height of the Empire. But this one's been gutted. The odds are the defense systems were taken for being defense systems.
Yeah, I might
Can't make those anymore.
No, but I might be able to look inside though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we should teleport in blind. That would be well, I can't even do that.
Hilarious.
We're gonna lock down the ship too while we're gone, obviously, right? Because
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so we'll head off to this derelict station.
So, I don't think we've described our ship yet, and it's been a couple episodes. How does the ship look when it's leaving the port? Or is that putting you guys on the spot?
well,
Where's the picture that you posted?
Just picturing like this mesh of broken textures.
War paint.
it's the Galaga ship.
I was thinking the Lex from Lex.
Oh God.
It's very long. It's got kind of a hunched beak to it at the front. It's very blocky and thick with conduits. It's not made for... or did we get atmospheric?
It is atmosphere, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Can't it fly underwater?
Yeah, it can fly underwater.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
so it's not blocky. It's sleek and smooth. It has a number of pylons around it, some of which are engines, some of which are dummy holds for our smuggling containers, and one of which is actually a massive turbo laser that breaks out whenever we get into combat.
Neat. It's like Protoss-esque design, I suppose.
Yeah, you could say that.
I often say that to Peter, even when I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, it's like that thing that no one knows about.
But yeah, I'd say it's kind of like a sleek, smooth cylinder that's surrounded by 8 pylons that go over it.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. It's a good description.
Okay. I guess pause for a sec.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, so you're flying out of Paradiso. You're heading towards the psigate in Inferno. Takes a while because it's still the whole 2-day transit window. Because your spike upgrade is for spike drills, not for intra-system travel and what have you.
Yep, we squeezed as much power as we could out of that standard engine.
Yep. So, you're being followed. And you're being hailed.
Hail coming through, Captain.
Okay, open comms.
Comms open.
Like in a Frenchy accent, you're hearing, "Oh, this is the Captain Napoleon Hong from TSS Bearer of Bad News. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but just in your cargo or we'll shoot you."
I'll like hit the mute button. This guy's French. Kill him.
French Cantonese.
Like I'll point over to
Longinus.
Longinus.
That's
It's like this guy's French. Kill him on sight.
immediately. Got it.
Get to the gun.
Go into the gun.
Reopen comms.
Boop.
What kind of guarantee do we have that if we give you our cargo, you won't just shoot us anyways?
I mean, it would be bad for future business to shoot someone that, delivers your cargo.
How do you intend to transfer it over?
You jettison it, I pick it up, and we're all good to go, aren't we?
Captain, I must remind you that the cargo we're currently carrying is temperature sensitive. We didn't expect it to go into 0G, so it needs to be packaged appropriately. It's liquid.
Oh, you have the potato flip.
We didn't pack
This is
it
what
that
is
way.
known as a bluff.
We didn't pack it that way.
All right, you're going to have to give me a moment to get it prepared.
Yeah, we're preparing.
Oh, don't worry, I'm preparing my guns as well.
I love how fucking friendly this guy is.
I mean,
What kind of ship is this anyway?
it's a free merchant. Yes, Devin?
We could have two by shooting his life support system.
If we get in within 10 kilometers, boarding is a possibility.
Yeah, and when boarding happens, we get it without blowing up the life support system.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're French. If we get on, they'll just immediately surrender. It's fine.
How good are our biosensors?
How did that stereotype
are-
possibly survive?
That's probably some sort of role
If me and Longinus dumped ourselves in the cargo,
hey,
Get scooped up.
Pop out.
I mean, yes, that's a possibility. Because, maneuvering that in combat or whatever in transit, you're dealing with A, relativistic speeds, and B, space distances, so teleports won't work that way.
No. We're in the cargo.
No, sure.
We're both can survive without even a power source.
That's a lot of risks, though.
No, it is.
Yeah, they could shoot it.
We could lose our cargo.
Yeah. Or, us.
Well, you guys could teleport away.
Yeah.
Like,
Get to
that's not that
space.
bad.
Yeah, we don't want to risk the cargo.
Yeah, but these two assholes can live in space and we can pick them up. It's not hard. They can't shoot them. A free merchant is like 80 size categories too big. They're not going to be able to target one person.
You know what's... there's a thing called the sand thrower that just shoots, sand.
Space is still big even with the sand thrower.
Just saying that it tends to vaporize things that are around it.
I'm just saying, I'm less worried about these dickheads. I'm more worried about our cargo.
We slow down and start making like we're opening our cargo base.
And then... Okay.
Longinus, jettison the cargo.
Jettisoning. Okay. We're in the right position for you to pick it up immediately.
So one of our pylons just explodes open to reveal our massive concealed turbo
Cruiser
laser.
gun.
Yeah, cruiser-sized turbo gun that swivels around and shoots at him.
So
This is called the overcompensating.
let's all do our duty. So we have to describe our actions.
Well,
I will immediately start jamming their frequencies with viruses.
let's see. Those spatial combat have initiative and stuff like that.
Oh, probably. The combat round. Initiative is not rolled.
Oh.
Wait. It
One
begins
d-
with initiative. Each ship rolls 1d8 modified by the interdex of the pilot.
Ciao.
Who is the pilot?
Yeah.
Oh no, but you need your captain powers.
I
mean, this
switch back and forth.
We need a VI to fucking be a pilot.
Yes, we do. That's not good.
Oh god.
How
damn.
much?
2.
2. So did he. There's another...
I think we
PC
got...
winning ties. PC wins ties.
Ha ha ha!
Thank you, Kevin Crawford.
Alright, so yeah, I'll start jamming their system and generate one command point.
All right, I will click on all activate all our combat dynamos. Go
So-
get
What area are you guys in? As in
Engineering.
what are you
Communications.
Weaponry.
Captain.
command? Yeah.
so full power weapons.
So that's 2 command points. What do you guys do?
Let's start with the captain.
I'm going to support a department. I'm going to start sending targeting coordinates and ship scans over to the gunner so he can more efficiently pick out where he's firing at, which reduces his next action by 2 command points.
Oh, Captain, you shouldn't have.
Do you also give him command points?
Yeah, and I generate 2 command points that he can use.
Thanks to okay. So you have 4 command points and a discount of 2 points for the next action.
Okay. So, Kevin, what this means is you can fire one weapon for free before spending any points. So if you spend 2 to fire one weapon again, and then with the 2 remaining points, turn both into a target system roll, you get to make 2 shots at -4 to hit against one of their critical systems.
Yeah.
So if you were to target their spike drive, you could hit it once and knock it out, and hit it twice and blow it up, and then they wouldn't be able to leave. Or their life support.
Okay, so do 2 fire 1 weapons?
Out of curiosity,
Yeah, 2 fire 1 weapons and 2 targeting systems.
before we decide to roll this, do we know what their AC is roughly?
Yeah, they're free merchants. They should be similar to us.
Let's see. They
So our
are
weapons
AC
are-
14.
War crime. Kevin has +4 to hit, so that's a 50-50 shot.
No, because it's -4, isn't it?
If it's targeted.
He has +4 to hit. Oh, shit, right. So he'd have to be a 14 or higher.
I don't think you should target. I think you should just fire.
I can also re-roll if I miss once.
All right, well, let's do 1 target and see if you can hit the life support system.
Or their weapons too. It's not that they're not able to suddenly just jump out after they lose their weapons, right? They're not.
We could
gonna be
follow
able
them if they lose their life support.
to- True.
And wait them to bleed out like a
I
stuff.
think the life support and everything like bundled together with the spike drops and that
Is that what you think?
because I think it's like all the stuff you can buy for the ship, like the subsystem, whatever, that you can target. Versus there isn't life support by itself. I don't think.
So which should I
Because they're
target?
not. The ship isn't designed.
Spike drive. It'll drop it by 1 level, and if it goes below level 1, it's just off and they can't escape ever.
So the target number is 14 then?
Yeah.
Okay, rolling
I would have said weapons, but
19.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Roll.
Uh-oh.
Okay then.
Something just changed.
And what's our damage? It's like
Uh,
it's freaking ridiculous.
it's not okay. So the plasma beam does 3d6 damage, and there's more going on there too because we didn't put all the rules in for it.
And it's like also like 10 armor
The
piercing.
plasma beam is armor piercing 10. It's a frigate quality weapon.
how much did this thing cost?
Like $500,000.
So we just spent like
That's where most of the dead.
a third of our like loan basically was spent on the
One
absurdly powerful.
Huh. That's interesting though. It's a frigate. Aren't free merchants frigates?
They are for
Yes.
Well then, it's not a bigger than average gun. It's free merchant size.
Yeah, you didn't get oversized gun. You just
We
Oh, we
on
got
it.
turbocharged.
Oh
it.
shit! It's hotbox, which means you roll twice and take the better damage.
That's
3d6 twice,
I
take the
remember
better
doing that.
number.
We did that, yeah.
Do I get any bonuses from
Yeah, do
that,
you
or
get your
is-
dex bonus to this or your con bonus? Is this like a normal weapon roll?
I mean, yes, I
Okay.
think.
You never add your dex bonus to damage, do you?
In this game, yeah, you totally do.
Oh, I had no idea that you added that.
Yeah, same with Godband.
So I got a
Oh,
5,
okay.
a 1, and a 3, and I add 1 to each of those.
No, the total.
No, just for the total.
Okay, 5, 6, 9.
And you roll twice, right? Because
Oh, well, you can roll again and see if you get
9 was the higher one, definitely.
Okay.
10 points directly to their system.
I mean, we get a second shot.
No,
Yeah.
but you've targeted, which means do half damage before applying armor. So you do 5 damage. You have so much armor penetration that their armor doesn't apply, so you do 5 damage to them, but knock their spike drive down by 1 level.
What was their level?
1 or 2. Sure, you knock it down to 0.
Okay, yeah, they don't have a spike drive. It's disabled.
Ah, there we go.
Now for the second shot.
Weapon systems.
I mean, their hit points are going to be pretty low. They only have like 20, same as ours. So we just got a quarter of their hull.
All right, lining these bitches up.
Oh wait, yeah, you said the spike drive's life support.
Yep.
That's what you're saying. They're tied in.
Yeah.
Should we have them beg for their lives before that second shot?
Well, we're going to take the second shot, then we're going to have them beg for their lives.
Because I mean, it would make sense for them to fire.
Yeah, all right. Normal shot or called? Your call.
What would we aim for if it was called?
Weapons.
Weapons.
Instead of
Okay.
fire.
The weapons are going to cost us money. They sound like they're spiteful.
Okay. So
Some-
aiming for weapons.
Sun thrower or laser?
Laser. The sand throwers for escaping. It's for throwing up EMF.
Those
No.
sun throwers for smaller things like fighters and drones.
Yeah, like
It
it's
can't do damage
point
to
defense
us.
systems.
It can do damage to us, but I don't think it's going to do enough to.
The laser's the concern.
So I rolled 4 the first time, but used my warrior's luck. And I rolled 18 the second
God
time.
damn it.
Okay.
This is the power of math.
I guess I'll have to be upgrading your threats even more.
So I roll 3d6 again for.
Yep.
Yeah. Roll twice. Like you get to roll twice on the damage because the gun we bought is a nightmare.
Roll 12.
Oh, so 6 damage to them. Okay.
That's more than half of their hull.
Yep.
I assume.
You could calm jam them, and then we can open communications.
I generated command points. Our whole turn is generating command points. That's the entire ship turn.
Oh, okay.
We did all the actions.
Yep.
And then we can just do it all again next turn. You can just fire 3 times instead of pinpointing.
We can reactivate their comms. We can, record their screaming, remix it, sell it.
Okay. Let's see.
Are they going to strike? Are they going to? I almost said strike their wedge because I read too much Honor Harrington. But do they initiate a surrender command?
Right? Like, we'll open... Captain, would you like me to open comms?
Please.
Boop, boop. Hailing vessel.
Captain Hong. It seems you bit off a bit more than you can chew.
You appear that way. So what do we call this even?
You actually hear laughter from them.
Yeah, Longinus is dying in the in the gunner spot. He's just like, oh my god.
He's amusing.
I don't
Longinus, put a targeting reticle on the bridge.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
We'll turn the invisible laser visible, just so he can see the bead lining up.
So I'm going to scout their bridge.
Yep.
If they're within 10k, right?
Well, let's
No.
No?
not get in range of that sand thrower just yet. We're
okay.
going to strip the paint. Let's give them some dignity.
I have a feeling that we're not the first ship you've targeted.
Well, I guess not.
How about you eject your cargo and we'll pick it up? And if there's enough of it, maybe we'll let you go. Piracy is a very, very serious crime.
I love being legit.
So basically, on the text message, you get a message it goes, board them, board them, board them, board them.
I'm going to send a electronic request for their crew manifest. I want to see who they have on board.
What's their cargo's people?
Who are you looking for in the crew manifest?
If they have any expert systems or bots.
Oh, they're all people.
The worst. Any of them aliens or G mods or cyborgs?
No.
Ships are worth a lot of money.
No, I know. Piracy is quite lucrative, Captain. And in this case, attacking pirates makes it privateering. Completely legal.
He gave us his name. We could look up bounties in the area.
Captain Hong,
How astute.
my crew really, really wants me to take your ship. I mean, I'm personally not the kind of man who would leave an entire crew stranded, floating in space. But you got to give me something to go on here.
Roll talk, see how much you can squeeze out of it. Just milk it.
We'll see how much we can squeeze out of this corpse. Swallow your fillings, Captain.
I'm just remembering that comic where it's a guy with a gun, aiming, like mugging someone, and the guy next to him was like, "So I'm not threatening you here, but this guy really wants you to give me $20. It's out of my hands."
I'm going to use my expert skill to reroll this.
Sure.
Oh, thank Christ.
I will take that for 12.
Okay. So what would you like out of this person?
Well, what has he got?
Everything.
Well, you know, he's got a basic free merchant, not really that many frills. Has some like spare parts for repairs that he probably need.
Does he have escape pods that he can just load everyone into and leave? So
Does
he can
he
take
have
everything?
Does he have credits in his account?
Take the ship.
I mean, if we're not going to take the ship, what has he got? Does he have pre-tech salvage?
No,
Fittings?
like the basic ones. Well, stripping fittings would take like you alone a couple weeks unless you could haul it to a dock or what have you.
The ship is for like 1 million credits.
I know,
Yeah.
it's worth like 1 million credits. I'm aware of how lucrative piracy is.
Captain Hong, you're aware of what your ship is worth to me, right?
I'm aware of what it's worth, not destroyed.
It's going to take at least 500,000 for me to convince my crew not to board you, slit your throats, and take your ship.
Please do not presume to threaten us with self-destructing your vessel. We've taken out your spike drive, which was the thermonuclear reactor that you would use in that instance. It is disabled. You have no fissionable material on board.
You take me for a rich person. I stole this shit. I don't have credits. Not that many, at least.
You know, a ship would be worth a lot, even if I just blew out the command center. Could happen.
We could
I mean,
get
my
at
finger's
least-
awfully slippery right now.
We could get at least 500 credits in scrap.
Well, he doesn't have half a mil on him. On hand. Do you have half a mil on your own hand?
We'll escort him to an ATM,
Yeah, he'll get the death machine out.
hovering over his shoulder where he pushes him the
Well,
buttons.
you got to come back with another offer.
He's got
Like,
crack.
Like, he can give you, let's say, 50,000 in spare parts and 50,000 in credits right now.
It's not bad.
Honestly, I would just haul the ship and kill everyone aboard.
Arrest
Hey,
them.
you don't have anything to hold the ship with.
Yeah, we don't have a,
We
don't have a docking tender.
we have traffic.
No, I mean hole. I mean, like, put a giant hole in it with a plasma gun and kill everyone on board and convert them into vapor. I'm not a big fan of piracy.
Can we just not use
But
like
you're a
miner
fan of
guns
murder.
to shoot it forward?
Of
keep-
pirates, it's not murder.
I mean, it is, but...
Well, the life
I will graciously accept your offer. And I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember me. I want you to remember my ship. And I want you to remember how this could have gone.
Sounds good. Okay, so he's not jettisoning some post-tech, spare parts. It's with like, what, 5 tons of them? I think it's 10 kg. And, pure balance updates, plus 50,000.
Better scan that for mines, because that's the sort of thing that...
We'll give it a quick once over. We'll let them leave before we pick it up.
How many tons of pre-tech?
Leave? You blew up the
She's
spike
not
drive.
going anywhere.
They can't even limp along its
They're
sublight.
calling you hole.
Wait, are the people on the ship hostages since he stole it, or are they, actual crew that helps him steal it? You should probably ask that. If they're hostages, we probably don't want to leave them out here.
Captain,
It's real. It's fairly.
Captain, we have the spare parts. We've been transferred the credits. The logical thing to do is open fire and take the ship. And maximize our profits.
We're not that kind of people.
That's my Hippocratic oath.
I like to point out that I will never, normally, under any circumstances, never agree with leaving anyone shipless out in there. But they're pirates.
I do love the exceptions to these moralistic quandaries that...
Whoa, we're privateers. I mean, quarantine this maltech planet. I bet you have maltech on board.
Alright, I guess we'll loot them and leave. I would love
Can't
to.
argue with.
How many tons of spare parts?
5 tons. I think they're worth 10,000 each.
Can't argue with the results there.
We could trade in that salvage for VI drones, so we could actually fucking have a crew.
I'm gonna call him the nearest like constabulary.
I mean, can we check the bounty
Or
boards?
like whoever is in charge of patrolling this region.
Well, let's see. Inferno doesn't really have anything because they're a bit of backwater. Purgatorio is more concerned about their space, and this is not in their immediate vicinity. And Paradiso doesn't care much about anything. That's why there are pirates around.
Yeah, I guess this guy would be running around with a poorly armed, this kind of vehicle if it was a heavily patrolled area.
Yeah, even if he has bounties.
I mean, we could always just come back on the way back and see if he's starved yet. And then, you know, it's out of our hands. We couldn't have done anything to stop this.
Yeah, you can like beam their coordinates or whatever to some other free merchant that can pick them up or what have you. With big quotes.
Other pirates.
Yeah.
If we had a docking tender, we could tow this ship.
It's something to look into.
I think the docking tender is like you can
one
direct
lower?
something one lower than you.
We
No,
get
the
the bigger
option,
ship.
the option would be for us to teleport over and gut them. And then we could just drive. Then we could spend like a week fixing the ship, and then we just drive both ships. Drive this one to a ship mart, hawk it, keep our original ship.
I think we're roughly trying to be moralistic people, though.
I mean, no,
Not
like,
moralistic, but like not super bloodthirsty.
Where's the gunk when I need it?
this is the thing. Nama is normally not super bloodthirsty. He was not a big fan of the way that went down the first time. But these people are pirates.
They're free money, guys. Crack a few eggs.
The mother's goating you. Mother goat.
Then we ping their location to some kind of
Tap.
authority or rescue thing.
A beacon, yeah.
Make sure that they're not going to die out here.
Although know that these guys tried to pirate us, so that they don't
We'll
try to
tattle.
pirate.
Don't
more
you
rescues.
worry. Don't you worry. We'll fucking tattle.
It's not always the worst thing to have people owe you a favor.
Well, there you go. Moral problem solved. Okay, so I guess you resume your journey to your destination.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 days after you leave, you arrive around Inferno. You can see below yourself the planet that's like, you know, scorched with fire and seems to be a bit cracked on one of its axes. And yeah, above there's light. There's an old psigate, at least what looks to be like one. It's just a giant ring that's, you know, made for capital-sized ships. So it's kind of bigger than, you know, you were expecting, I guess, not now. But yeah, it's kind of derelict and what have you. So, what do you guys do?
I'm not supposed to have probes or anything like that.
Did you bring any probes?
No, we don't have probes.
We should put that on the shopping list.
Oh yeah. You got like some coordinates like, oh, it should be in this section of the station. And yeah, you can try navigating from there.
Yeah, we might as well try and head our way over. There's no dock, but are we going to teleport on, or try and scry and teleport, or are we going to go to whatever serves as a dock in this place?
I mean, there are big enough holes for your ship so you can dock within the structure, I guess.
Yeah, I'd like to take the ship inside the structure, hide it somewhat.
You got it.
Sure. Okay, sure. You get in there. Your ship's picking up that there's some atmosphere still around, but there's like no gravity or anything in the structure. So yeah, you position it between the skeleton of the thing and you're there. So, how do you guys prepare? What are you bringing?
I guess I'll get in the power suit again.
Yeah, you better. Get that mag rifle.
Do we have like cargo carriers, even basic ones?
Soon you have something.
trolleys. Yeah.
Besides, you have the tool shed shed pretty much, so you can like have the basic up to tier 4
Stuff.
equipment. That's not weapons.
So specifically, what does this guy want us to get him?
They know there's some sort of lab or whatever area, probably how it's sort of project. So they want like the guts of it.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So I guess pause for a sec.
Sure. And we're back.
Okay, so time to navigate around the place. Who wants to roll something for that? Notice, I guess. Figure out your way around in this, place that's getting kind of. Yes.
I'm actually going to spend an effort,
Yes.
and we're going through roughly what, 11k of. We're within 10k of the target of the lab.
Sure. Let's say you're within the 10k.
Okay, I scout the area using one of my abilities. I've got. Hang on.
What does it do? What's your psi power?
My psi power. My psi power is perceptive dislocation. Commit effort for the day to sense any location the psychic could teleport to. Perceives the location as if they are lasting for 15 minutes at most.
Okay. So. Yeah, I guess you can teleport anyone within 10 kilometers. You're level 2.
Yep.
Okay, let's assume that you can quickly narrow down where the place will be, because it's a large session to explore. But sure, you find the location. It seems to be some old lab. There are some old people there, just surviving around and what have you.
There's people there.
Yeah, there's 10 people around the lab, very shabby, very elongated people, if we could see.
There's survivors in there. We can either head there naturally, in which case we'll have to deal with the traps, or I can teleport everyone there. But then, if I get out, if we teleport out, it's going to be a pain. Your call.
Did you see the bot?
I can still see for 15 minutes, so
Well, you don't see the bot in the lab.
it's not in the lab. But it could be anywhere outside.
Well, the bot is what we came here for. So, I think we should advance on foot. See what we encounter on the way. See if they even are traps, if these people are hostile. They might be a neutral party.
Seems logical, Captain.
And if we need to teleport, we'll do it as an emergency evacuation.
Okay.
The Hive Mind requested that they have right to salvage for everything here. Do they specify that we need to clear it out for them first?
I mean, they expect just the war would be done in defenses, and they expect you to salvage the basic stuff, free traders. So yeah, it's you won't be stripping everything and cutting it down to pieces, but whatever you normally take for yourself, it goes to them. As any reputable salvage will do. So,
We start advancing on foot.
okay then. Again, roll me notice or some of the navigation skill so you can not get lost in these corridors as you're advancing, not just floating about. In a place that was built to have gravity and up and down, but
So, what's the attribute thing for notice?
I guess it'll be wisdom, because that's your perception-esque.
I got a 9 then.
Roll 9. Okay. You managed to navigate. So, what weird horrors do you guys notice on the way there? Anything you like to see there?
I'd like to see a warbot.
I mean, that's coming. But anything else they could...
I don't know what the book has in terms of not the same thing we fought before.
There's some kind of fungi that's feeding off the metal here. It's grown in quite a few places.
Sure. So this whole place is infested in some sort of fungi that someone brought, and it's spraying over the place, and that's making it further harder to navigate around. So you move on over, and yeah, you're passing by a large atrium that seems to have a good amount of corpses there, and they're also like fungi covered or what have you over the place. And yeah, you want your warbot, so let's have some warbots then. So I guess let's prepare our battle sheets and what have you.
Oh boy.
I guess pause because that'll be a lot of...
And we're back.
So between all those corpses, you can see like 2 red eyeballs starting to glow, and something peels itself off from the wall, and it looks like a large Terminator slashed with that robot from the Salvador book with those tentacle like appendages. So
The Terminator.
Yeah, well, the Cylon, the Terminator, everything rolled into one. So it's go time. Who's
Moldy.
a bit like everything here. So, Jadon and Mother, you start. You got the initiative.
Okay.
How do you want
Can I do a cold shot to take it out in a non-critical system?
Sure. What are the cold shot modifiers and what have you? Let's look it up. Combat. Throw action. Use a skill, ready, start.
I just realized,
Yeah.
playing D&D so much, I just automatically lowered my initiative or my dexterity modifier instead of adding.
Oh, yeah. Prompt.
So is it not 3?
No, it's should be 5 because
Because yeah, it goes the other way. Sure. Let's say it's like, hang on, -2 or 4. Yes. 2 hit.
That's a pretty big difference.
Well, it's got high AC, so I'm guessing you'll miss anyway. But
you could throw a grenade.
I don't have any grenades left.
There it is.
I used them all on the oozes. Yeah, I'm gonna miss.
okay then, Mother.
I'm gonna shoot with my bow.
Yeah, this doesn't.
Yeah, I
this
will.
doesn't
I will
violate your
unfold my
hippopotamus oath.
space bow, and I will do my best. Oh fucking boy!
Worst comes to worst, we just get back on the ship.
I don't
and
have
start
shit.
Roll up -1.
Wait, why do you have a bow and arrow?
I just have one.
Because it's cool. Because you saw Hunger Games once.
I just have. Okay, I'm just rolling straight D20.
It's just a suction cup.
I got a 9. Nope, not even a 9. There's a dot. A 6.
Well, that is a miss. So
We're gonna be like stormtroopers here. It's gonna like pop up, and then there's 4 of us, and we're gonna fire like a hail of blaster
I mean,
fire.
you're probably hitting it,
It just
just
goes
that
around
it
it.
doesn't care. It's a heavy warbot. So there's now Notma figured out that his initiative is increased, not decreased, with his dexterity modifier. I guess it's Notma's turn.
Notma is actually going to charge.
Charge what?
There's only one thing, is there not?
Okay, sure.
So
You're shouting at it.
he's pretty used to. We got no gravity, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a spacer, so he's gonna kick off the use like a bit of teak to push back and sort of fling himself at the robot, and hopefully will not recognize the fact that he's punching it in the face with buzzsaw fist. I'm not going to use stun on the first shot. We're not taking it down until we've banged it up a bit. I don't know if you have a charge in Stars of the Numbers, if there's anything like that. Is there?
Well, look at combat actions, and maybe you'll find something. I don't know. Make a snap attack.
Yeah, I'm trying to find anything.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything that's
I'll just have to roll
bull
in.
rush. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not bull rushing. That's not going to go well.
Roll.
That is a terrible roll.
So you missed. Okay then. Now it's Heavy Warbot's turn. Well, since you're up close, then I guess it will, charge its plasma laser at you. What's your AC?
Pretty good.
Plasma.
Does it have a penalty to hit me with a plasma rifle at close range?
Yes, it has a -1 penalty to hit. Let me double check what its bonus to hit is. +8. Not too bad.
Oh my god.
+8.
It's a Warbot.
Yeah, it's really strong, guys. That's why I wanted to buy one.
That's a 12.
Or steal one when it was offline and reprogram it. Now we're gonna get murdered by it.
So it hits you on
This is an endgame boss.
and that's a basic skill Warbot and not a higher level one.
The basic skill has +2, which is almost the cap in the game.
Yeah. I mean, you could have it then +2 some more.
Oh yeah, we could juice it.
Okay, 2d8 damage.
Yeah, here we go.
Clickety clack. That's 2, that's 6 damage to Nutma.
Okay, well, it's a good thing I have my Nama is one tough son of a bitch, because that sucks.
Yo. So, Longinus, what do you do?
Okay, walk it off, buddy. Okay,
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I'll have to spring into action, start healing you. Now I can take actions in our combat. I should have held my action for you to get shot.
Should have.
So he grabs a spear in his upper arms and gets down on all fours with his lower arms and kind of charges forward and starts jabbing at kind of the areas
Joint.
basically the joints and whatnot. So with his spear,
Because
no, his monoblade sword that he has actually.
Wait, I'm being an idiot.
I thought he had a spear for some reason.
Wait a minute, it's a robot, goddamn! You have telekinesis. You can instantly disable it. I hate you.
I just assumed it was a VI.
I hate you.
It's a natural 20.
What if it's natural? It's an actual person.
Even if it was a VI, it wouldn't be people.
I mean, you want to have that conversation again?
No, I'm just joking. I'm intentionally doing that to piss people.
Just wanted to steal one.
Okay, so roll your damage, because I'm assuming that's your magical weapon.
That's my magical weapon. It's super magical.
Yeah.
So that's a 4 plus 1. And do I get any bonuses to damage with my mods? Or is it just to attack?
You get to add to damage according to.
You add, you're skilled. You add to hit and damage.
So 6 then.
Okay then. You knock it down by 6 hit points. Well, till the next round.
Okay, good job, team.
So we're rolling per turn last time for the initiative, or just per encounter? How do you want to handle this?
What?
I think we were doing per encounter.
Yeah, let's do per encounter.
Sure. So, Jaden and Mother.
Mother, you want to heal him up?
Yes, I'll begin emergency surgery. You start doing your thing, dude. I gotta look at my rules. My tools.
I'm going to open fire.
Okay. So there are 2 of those guys by it, so it'll be harder for you to, not shoot them in the back.
Don't worry, I'm not really worried about you hitting me.
Let's see what you roll.
You really
See how
don't
badly
want to
you-
get shot by the gun he's using.
I really don't want to.
You really don't want to.
I mean, typically people don't want to be shot by any type of gun.
True. But the gun on board that thing is a nightmare. It's kind of the human version of the
Not
weapon we
great.
have on the ship.
Well, not great, but not terrible. So you neither shoot them nor the robot.
Okay. I continue to be completely ineffective at combat.
I mean, at least you're not gonna get hurt super bad.
It just kind of watches that being go overhead and not hit him. He's like, thank you.
we both give you the thumbs up.
Yeah. See, that's why I'll have to transition you guys to more spaceship combat, because then everyone will be useful.
Actually, I just looked up the damage for my teak. It's an automatic 2d6 per when I spend an effort.
Neat.
So it's not great.
Notma, what do you do?
Let's do some damage.
So,
Yes?
I actually can't heal in combat. The life stim takes 5 minutes.
Okay.
Doesn't that like sort of lift or some other combat drive that like spikes you up?
Lift
It's
takes
jamming
5
with
minutes.
needles in battle.
So I'm not as super useful as I thought I was in this scenario.
Doesn't your
I'm a stay-at-home character.
doesn't your like
No, I'm looking at
robot
my frame
frame?
rules. My frame rules gives me unlimited supplies of lift, bazoor, and trauma patches.
Can you
just slap
aim
those on?
to try and increase the odds of us hitting? Is there like it's a D20 system? I can't
how
believe.
would Mother help you aim?
Pointing.
Now, this is the way.
I have no skills in combat. There's nothing I can aid you guys with.
Oh no.
I fucked up this character. I'm a stay-at-home character in a game where we shouldn't be staying at home.
Time to go to your other worlds to respect,
See, if I was a
thing.
true AI, I'd be able to micromanage across drone bodies, and I'd be useful.
If you were
The
true,
reason
I just
that-
look at it, take control of it, and
The reason that you're on the away party is because we get an extra 20,000 for it.
I'm not even special building robots. Any of you assholes can buy a robot.
Oh god, this
I'm
is
facilitating.
okay. Well, actually, I would only do a 1d6 with telekinesis, so I'm gonna try and hit the guy again, the robot again.
Hit it hard so it pays more attention to you.
Sounds good.
I inject you with lift just to do something. I do it from afar. I don't even watch over. Like one of my arms opens up with a syringe and just shoots you in the cheek.
I'll assume
syringe.
I'll assume that's a good
butt
thing.
cheek.
Like just, oh boy,
Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better.
mother loves me.
That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 18.
Its AC is 18.
That would be a
Captain, the situation is critical.
They seem to have it well in hand.
Just two little toddlers on the Terminator frame.
Meanwhile, I'm like that guy in Predator firing at the jungle.
God, Predator's such a good
Wild
movie.
eagle. Oh, it's such a good movie.
Like they did a slasher. Like I know people have said this 1,000 times, but they did a slasher movie. Instead of being dumb drunk teens, they got the most American, most expert, most awesome guys possible. That like your dad would be like, those guys are cool, like heroes from any other '80s action movie, and they got them fucking murdered by a slasher.
that is an impressive 12 points of damage.
Ooh, that's nice. Again, that's half of its health. Okay then, now it's Heavy Warbot's turn. Gonna take one shot at Notma and one shot at Longinus. Notma, you have 16. I think that's a hit.
No, it isn't.
Plus it's 8 to hit.
Oh, never mind.
So yes.
That will definitely be it.
Oh, that's 6. And that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
What you at, Notma?
I am currently at 12.
That is also half your hit points.
Yep.
Boy,
And Longinus, it rolled a 3, so
My AC is 15, I believe.
You're actually good.
Yeah, I'm alien, so I just have 15 like permanently.
sure. We'll put you in there, so yeah, it doesn't hit you. So, Longinus, now it's your turn.
I am going to hit it with my sword. You guys should get me a better sword. That's a 1, so I
well,
don't
you've been
hit
very
it.
good.
You're
I
a
say
warrior.
frantically.
Oh, so I can re-roll. Yeah.
I say frantically. You've been very good. Perhaps Mother will make some
Is it
Work.
roll per scene or per session or per hour per...
per combat.
Per combat. I got a 7 that time, plus 3,
You don't have a
10.
plus 11.
No.
plus 1 for my constitution to hit, so that's 11.
Well, you needed plus 11. It's got AC 18.
Oh, I thought magic penetrated it or something. Okay.
Like it's got like
Also,
power armor.
System strain. Mark, I gave you system strain.
System strain?
Yeah, you have system strain now.
Oh,
Because
that's.
I injected you with lift.
Does that do anything?
It fucks you up with your psychic powers.
That's awesome.
It does. I can't help it.
No, seriously, what is the effect of? On...
I don't know the
Like-
subsystem. You'll have to look it up later.
It's like I'm not sure that, like, whenever you're...
Oh, modern vac suits and power armor have many ports for applying stims without having to remove it. So no matter what you're wearing, I can shoot you with a syringe.
I'm wearing telekinetic armor, you know.
No matter what your modern armor has a med port.
What can I do except
Your
say you're welcome?
telekinetic armor is at least TL4, therefore it has a med port. You can't help but not
Can't
think it
argue
is.
that logic.
Just that Moana song playing.
We're the Voyagers.
For the chemicals running through my veins.
See, his sword just like kind of backs off. He's like, oh.
It's like, oh, this is not good. Alright, well, I'll try and take another shot at this thing.
Top of the round, right?
I haven't taken a swing yet.
Yeah, let him go.
Did you? I thought you did, and you rolled...
Yeah, you did psychic powers.
Oh,
You
okay.
did damage.
Oh yeah, you actually did damage.
Yeah.
Longinus was the last on the initiative, he missed. So, top of the round, Jaden and Mother.
Can I aid them by using lead to direct people in combat?
I'm not sure that's how this system works, because this isn't powered by the apocalypse and what have you.
You give him hope.
Alright.
There is no hope
every
here.
system-
Then I will fire wildly again.
Roll it to lead troops in combat, convince others to follow you, or maintain morale. So to say something.
Yeah, I miss again.
Pew. I'm
Has
sorry.
anyone else been shot?
No, just, poor little Nutma here.
See, the thing is, after this fight, though, you'll be at full health because of how my healing works. It just isn't. It's not.
You have to survive this fight for that to be a thing.
I mean, you can always escape. You have that, panic button. There's always an option for you.
And I should
That's
point
right.
out, and theoretically, if you wanted, I could take you with me.
Good to know.
And then you have to split everything else 2 ways.
And then,
4 ways.
at that point, you guys have to engage in a Scooby-Doo situation.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it with my turn because I didn't take a turn.
Sure. It is your turn now.
Oh boy, an 8.
That's not great. Are we having fun with this system, guys? Isn't this
I mean,
great?
if I had time and money, I could giving you guys like +5 to hit with mods, but we haven't been doing that.
You probably should have drugged us before this fight.
Like I can mod all your weapons to give you like +3 or +4. You'd be wasting this thing.
Hey, Captain! I'm just gonna call it. I think the teleport would have been a good idea.
Oh no, I think we're doing fine. Look at this. Look at
How much
it go.
health does it have left?
Half.
18.
Okay, so my turn to swing.
Yes. You
Okay, I'm trying to kill this thing. I'm not trying to stun it yet. So
Try running away.
19 natural. So that
Yes.
probably hits.
Oh, thank Christ.
And that would be an 8.
Down to 10 health points. And now it's its turn. Okay, Notma, see whether you survive. That's a 2. You get to live. Longinus. That's a 14 plus 8. Yes, it's a hit. That's 2 and 4. 6 points of damage. Someone record.
I swear, by the way, I'm watching these dice rolls, and I'm very glad that they're this bad. He is not, like, rolling behind a screen or anything. His dice rolls really are that terrible.
Oh, yeah, it's
working out in our favor.
fuck.
Why would you say that?
4 PC versus 1 level 0 warbot.
It is not level 0. It has 6 fucking
This is
hit
not.
dice.
This is not.
This is the basic model.
Also,
You can
The
upgrade.
basic model's a nightmare.
No
Yes.
offense. This is not 4 PCs.
hate
This is 2 PCs who are capable of contributing, and
It's 1 PC. One of us is a combat character, and that's Kevin. He has +0. You have some combat skills, but you're the goddamn smuggler.
yeah, true.
I rolled a 7, so I don't think I hit.
I don't know why we didn't put you in the power armor. Well, because you weren't here last time, and he called dibs. We
Okay,
got the
guys.
power armor for you.
Top of the round.
Alright, you use to breathe, so that's why we did that.
Yeah. I rolled a 17.
Oh.
Does that hit?
Nope.
Do you have a
Unless
+1?
bonus?
AC 18.
Nope. Again, if I could mod your weapons, I can give you such a bonus to hit.
You take your bow, just nail it between the eyes, but it just bounces off like a Terminator. Just looking angrily at you.
Guys, if I get nailed again, I'm walking, so just as a heads up, you should probably start retreating.
No. I mean, like, better, but it's not a natural 19
You
or
can
20.
closer, like, you know, okay, my aim's going to the left, therefore I should aim more towards the right, and... Okay. Notma.
Okay, so
Now
how many
we'll
hit
punch
points
us
does this
out.
thing have left?
10.
10 hit points, eh?
Yai.
Let's see, what are my options here?
Take us out of here.
You can almost
You
get
could be
it.
touching him.
No, I can't take him. I can take him out. He's within 3 meters of me.
No, like, come back to us, and we'll all get out of here.
Don't you need to be like,
I'm in melee combat.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you can't leave.
disengagement? Because this is D&D, guys.
So, I'll try and kill this thing.
I mean, you could always teleport out, teleport to your friends, hide behind Mother because she's got lots of health points, and everybody huddle up together. The second teleport.
What does the Lazarus patch do?
Brings you back once you're dead.
Oh.
Which we might have to look into soon. Speaking of, since Notma missed. 16.
Nope.
That's still a hit. That's 6. And a 2. That's 8. So you're at 4.
Wait a minute, 16 doesn't hit me.
No, he says he rolled a 16.
Oh,
I
no.
rolled 16 plus its
Yeah,
high
never mind, that certainly hits.
2 roll.
So how much damage?
8.
8.
So I'm in deep shit.
Yeah.
We only have to hit this thing like twice more.
My AC's 13. God damn it.
Ah.
This is what happens when I don't have my character sheet accessible in front of me half the time.
Okay, and let's see if the Longinus takes it. That's a 6, so that's
14.
14. Clickety clack, that's 5. And a 7, so 12. Oh, 0.
Yeah.
Dead.
Well, you're in critical condition, you're not dead yet.
Yeah, you won't die. You can't die with me around. It just doesn't happen. I shoot him with a Lazarus patch.
I thought you were just killing him. I'm like, oh
You don't
shit.
die when I'm around. Unless I kill you.
Yeah.
You don't die around me until I
Yeah,
let
you're
you.
fine.
You do not have
You
permission to
auto-stabilize.
die!
You auto-stabilize, I don't even have to roll. Boop, you're good.
So, top of the round, I guess that was your action, Mother. Mr. Captain, one of the crew seems to be having like plasma wound through him.
You can teleport us all out if we're close to you.
Yeah, if
You
you're
both rush
within 3 meters.
Mother, we've got to rush in.
Say that again.
We've got to rush in. We've got to huddle up.
Can do. I'll provide cover while we back in.
Okay, so I'm
gonna roll
run
to hit.
into melee range.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll to hit.
I'm
swear to God.
I'm shooting as I go in.
I swear to God.
I mean,
Natural 20.
When's
Look
your
at it. Look at it.
It's glorious. It is a
Sure.
natural 20. What are you hitting it with? A bow?
It's a high-tech bow. It actually pierces.
it fires like missiles.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, my
What
bow
do you shoot
does-
with? Is it a grenade round?
Please don't throw the grenade. Immediately destabilize again.
1d8 damage.
Plus your whatever bonus.
Plus nothing.
You have no physical bonuses.
My only bonus is Dex, or my only bonus is Int, and I don't get physical bonuses until I upgrade to a better frame.
Yep.
Because this angel body's not doing it for me. Leaving the ship. 5.
Okay. It's down to 5 hit points. So.
Like in Terminator 3, where Arnold has the internal view of one of his batteries going out. Or Terminator 2.
You're gonna engage the thing in the manly art of fisticuffs?
So.
I'm shooting
close.
shooting and
Okay.
getting close.
Alright.
Okay, so.
Oh, I'm so glad I have redundant organs.
It's not high enough.
Well. Notma, it's up to you.
And
it's your
by
turn.
up to
and
me,
then-
we're getting the hell out of here.
We almost got it!
Yeah, but
High risk, high reward.
you know what? Nama's not dumb.
Wait, can't you just lift it up with telekinesis and auto-damage it?
Yeah, for 1d6.
But you automatically hit!
For 1d6 it is 5 hit points. Do the math.
But
One
you
turn.
automatically do damage. That means you don't have to be shooting this entire turn. You've just been...
Yeah, but for 1d6.
Yeah.
1d6 damage.
Throw it around a corner so it can't shoot us on its next turn.
I don't think telekinesis works that way, and we're in a 3D
It
environment.
does. Telekinesis lets you do whatever you want with manipulating it because it's furniture. So you can pick that thing up and huck it in a way that it can't shoot us. Use the environment. Don't just put us into a killing room.
Probably gets something like saving throw against being like move somewhere it doesn't want to be. So
No, it doesn't. That part he's
No, it
wrong.
doesn't.
It
It's
gets
furniture.
nothing. If it's not an AI
If
or
it's not a living thing, it doesn't have a mind.
yeah, if it doesn't have a mind, then it doesn't have the quantum resistance to. Hang on, let me just look this up.
Yeah, that fucker's furniture. We can do whatever we want to it.
Drop it off a cliff.
TK. Shit. Non-sentient bots have no protection.
okay.
Is it a VI or true AI? No. Yeah. Can lift and drop the bot. You can destroy as many as they can telemanipulate, one for most, 3 or 4 higher levels. So how much does it weigh?
Probably like a ton because it's a heavy
Can't do it
robot.
then. That's out of my that's out of my purview.
You can still up and down it, can't you?
No, I can't.
Punch us out of here.
Yeah. So I'm punching.
We're gonna die.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down as soon as that thing takes 2 shots at him. And you
One.
and
I have 4 hit points.
Yeah, but it's gonna take. It gets 2 shots,
Oh, good.
and it's gonna take them both at you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go down to one of them because it has +8 to hit. And then after that, unless we roll natural 20s, we don't hit it.
But gonna be honest, this thing obviously doesn't have repair things because it's
Yeah, we
in
can
the
come
middle of
back.
attraction. We can literally just go back to medical bay to get healed.
All right.
Walk back.
Yeah.
We're teleporting out.
Yeah. I'll spend the 2 points of effort, and I will teleport us all back to the ship.
Sure.
All right. So let me go over what I can do right now.
Yeah. You guys figured out how you can heal, how much system strain does, what system strain does actually, Mark. So look that up.
Yeah, you look up system strain.
As far as I know, it doesn't mean anything to like accumulate enough until
Yeah.
like
I
goes
think
down
it
to
like
0.
stops you healing generally, and that's
Yeah.
because none of your other powers are.
But
It's mostly for like bios psionics, I think.
I have a con of 18, so I really don't care.
Okay, so who went down into the Lazarus patch? All right, so you're in critical condition. I can you're stabilized, but I have to do critical surgery to you later to get you out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to apply lift to you, so take another system strain.
To me?
Yeah, you take 1 system strain because I applied lift to you.
Okay.
Huh.
Thankfully, I don't have some
Lazarus
powers.
patches don't do system strain.
Oh, that's handy.
All right, so you both just have 1.
They're really cheap too. We could just like.
I have an
stock-
infinite amount.
Oh wow,
My body replicates them. I have a replicator built into me that just infinitely makes them.
that's really handy.
Same with the antibodies and the healer, like lift.
So does that actually heal me any, or
Lift is going to. You guys are going to get 5 minutes. So.
and then it really fucks up my psionics, right?
Well, you got to look at system strain. Look at the system strain.
Okay.
But I actually double the amount I heal with lift. So 5, 10. So you get 11 hit points back. And Kevin,
Wow. Okay.
you get 16 back.
Oh, I'm just back to full health.
Yeah, just 1 application of lift does that, by the way. I don't do anything special. Because I give powers when I use drugs. And then let's just go look at systems real goddamn quick.
It pretty much prevents you from overhealing. So you take system strain. If you're maxed out, you can take more healing.
Yeah, what's your system strain score?
18.
Perfect.
So I have 2 system strain, right?
Yep. No, 1. I only gave you guys
Oh,
1
sorry.
injection each.
Okay.
Yeah, that 15 and 10 or whatever was from 1 shot. It just takes 5 minutes to kick in.
I think like biopsionics are immediate, I think. So that's what you can use in combat.
Yeah, biopsionics would have really been better.
That's what we have to. So after we're like there and we're back in rules, and that's why it would have been really nice. Why we need a warbot.
I just can't work under these conditions.
That was a bit much. I got like, oh.
So we're ready to go kill that thing again, right?
That's the plan.
Good.
Um,
I like that liver.
How would you like to wear this power suit?
I would love to wear that power suit. I should never not be in that power suit.
Mother.
One moment. One moment.
No hurry.
Mother's busy.
Does our ship count as a TL4 medbay?
Does it have a med bay in it?
It should. That's where I work out of, and that's where we've been torturing people.
Let's double check what you put in that ship. So we don't...
You didn't actually buy a med bay.
You've just been in a closet.
I can't trust you guys at all, so...
Literally just a janitor's closet.
We do it on the kitchen, on the dining room table.
Smuggler's Horse, Sensor Mark, Luxury Cabin, Amphibious Operation, Closed Seaport...
Nope.
Nope, you don't have a med
I have a
bay.
med bay.
Okay, we obviously have a medbay. but I
Well,
guess
we
it's not
have
TL4.
we don't have like a the same way that like even without a ship's locker, you
Locker.
still have supplies. We still have like a basic med bay. We don't have the med bay option that would have all of the bells and whistles.
You go to one wall and a cot opens up.
I'm just picturing
Yeah.
a Red Room situation, like House on the Hill. Have you ever seen that series?
No.
Like in the early part, like all these kids keep going to this room, and they're all shown like different rooms that are theirs to hang out in. And it turns out it was just one room the whole time that's like super haunted.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
It's our magic meeting room.
So yeah, what Mother had been calling med bay turned out to be just a closet.
How did you not buy a med bay at the beginning?
You can't buy a medbay.
You can't really. So
Is it not on the list?
Let's see what's on the
I'm
list.
really struggling to picture a like future ship that would not have at least a small
Damn
med
it.
bay.
It's going to take you a month to be back on your feet.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not going out to kill these things. I'm gonna lay on the floor in the fetal position for a bit.
They say that advanced drugs could get you back up and running, but we only have Lazarus patches. Like, I would assume those are advanced drugs. They're tech level 4. But for some reason, I don't know why they wouldn't say that they count as the thing that, No, because after Lazarus patch, you're critically injured.
Extended med bay is fitting.
God damn it. What does the extended med bay do?
It's page 98.
Oh, bathroom.
Blah, blah, blah.
Included treatment of critically wounded passengers. That's what you wanted, probably.
Yeah, the extended med bay would have probably let us take care of this in a week.
And we can't swap out for that or anything like that? That's not how ships work?
We don't have enough room on the ship for it.
50,000
So,
credits,
upgrade.
1 power, 1 mass.
We don't have that. We'll never have that in the ship.
Damn.
You just shaved off all the mass so you can have, 200 tons of grain.
So that'll be a necessary thing when we upgrade to the next ship, is enough room for a med bay, because one of our characters is a medic, so it makes sense to have a full med bay for them, right?
Yeah.
So I just keep picturing these being your little goat dudes.
Share it.
Just
in-
little assholes. I can't because all this, but I'll share it later when I look on Twitter.
Nice. Adorable goats.
Just little smug assholes.
That does sound like my people. That does sound like me.
This will eat all our people in every game ever.
Yeah, we're never humble. So, how did you guys like the first proper combat encounter?
They murdered us.
We
We
were
weren't prepared. I have the basic sword.
Amazingly unprepared.
I don't actually have any equipment outside of the basic equipment, so I need to upgrade. That's the basic sword you start with.
Yeah. Sounds like you guys need a budget and divide this stuff up.
No, it sounds like I should have taken time to upgrade all of our gear beforehand.
Well, we have like a month now, so.
Well, we should go back and finish off the war robot.
I mean, that's great, but when we say we, you mean me. And I'm not exactly 100% myself. That thing can take me down in about 10 seconds.
We should get equipment then to use to counteract it. Wait, what were you using to hurt it?
My fist.
Do you not have to shoot skill?
I mean, no, I point my finger and I kill people.
Use that.
You're using your fists? Your hands?
He's magic, I think.
Yeah, look, take a zoom on this and I start doing buzzsaw hands.
Oh, okay, your hands actually do damage.
Yeah, telekinetic armor.
No, he's bitch slapping you.
Because I have advanced weaponry on hand. I have a laser rifle, a mag rifle, and I have advanced thermal knives.
need these things to...
Just in the hospital, laying on the couch, he's just kind of like reaching over to those. He's like, why? Why did you give me the suit and the weapon?
Why didn't we give you the suit and the weapon?
My organs are smeared outside.
Because the captain's such a squishy boy.
It takes a month for those to grow back.
So Lift can't just bring him back up to positive?
No, he's critically injured until a month goes by. I have to work on him.
He's become a new project. Snap glove.
This is why you guys need robot shells, by the way. I could have you back up and running in a minute with a robot shell.
Just unplug you, plug into a different shell, and there.
Yeah, actually. Or, like, even if you were blown apart, I could just cradle you in my arms and use my replicator tools. I replicate new parts for the shell, literally out of nothing with a nanofab.
So, more accurately though, if we do go back, that thing is pretty hatched up.
Yeah.
Issue. If any of the people down there find it, they can easily just take it apart and salvage it with their dirty, filthy scavenger hands.
No, I know. We're going to go down there and get it, but I'm thinking...
I do have some military combat drugs we can apply.
That would be one thing. In other words, don't tell me there's no grenades in the boarding section, or no way we can jury rig some up in the general equipment locker.
The general equipment locker is for everything but weapons.
Do demolition charges count as weapons? Because those can go either way as a utility tool. You can't throw them in combat. You have to place them to blow out walls and supports.
Are they listed under weapons, or are they listed under equipment?
The list under weapons.
There you go. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah. Yes, Nicole, what's so funny?
You're dancing.
Yeah, chill music.
So, let's see. Other options here. I could maybe like scry the thing out. We could shoot the plasma cannon at it.
That would eliminate it.
Yeah. Then all of this would have been for nothing.
And all of the equipment it's guarding.
Okay.
Which means we'd have to give back our down payment.
Yeah. Okay. That we'll put that under suboptimal. That was just the plasma burns talking.
We're so close.
My
equipment wasn't so substandard.
How good is the AC on that armor?
I think that's an A.
What's that? 18.
Okay.
Okay. If I dose you with Reverie.
What does that do?
So how Reverie works, I'm going to cut to the meat of it. Instead of rolling against armor class, you have to make a dex/shoot check against difficulty 7. So on 2d6, adding your dex and your shoot skill, you just have to hit 7. And that instantly hits the target.
Neat.
Because you have all of your basically your system is like lined up properly.
I'm going to give this a thought, and I just sort of point over at the captain.
The downside to this is, mechanically speaking, you only get to act every other turn, and damage you take is doubled.
Ooh.
So someone has to run interference while someone takes the one shot we have.
I'd also like to remind you guys that there is something called execute in the system, where if you can sneak up on someone or
This
snipe it,
robot is alert. The execution rules do not work.
yeah.
It is in combat mode and has been grievously injured.
We teleport in. Mother goes into melee with it to try and soak up its attacks. Because...
I'll go into melee with it too.
No, you stay back, and you bounce it up and down, and I take the one shot.
Issue. If he's in melee range, then that means there's a chance you'll probably shoot him instead by accident.
That's a chance I'm willing to take.
I'm not about this plan. Also, aren't you kind of unconscious?
No, he's fine.
No, he's
stabilized.
He can talk instead. And shit.
I'm not going to be quiet for an entire month.
He's coughing up blood and what have you, but...
But we've stabilized, but like, yeah, it's going to be fucking...
It doesn't look pretty.
I'll take the one shot. You use your bouncy, and Mother tries to occupy it.
You
Because
really?
she has the best chance of surviving a shot from it.
My friend is
And
more
we...
reinforced.
Can we put you in power armor?
Yes. It's my power armor. It's
I-
mine. I made it for me.
Do you have any more lift?
I have an infinite amount of it.
Oh. Is there any medical reason you can't hit me with it again?
No.
Knock yourself out.
Morally, yes, but
5. I rolled low, get back 5.
Okay. Well, it's better than.
Another system strain. Do you want another? Are you guys full yet?
Yeah, hit me again. Hit me again.
Alright, one more system strain.
I have 18.
I'm
Hit me,
changing up
mother.
this.
Hit me, mother.
Can I get another D8? This one keeps rolling.
There's a D8 there, probably?
So system strain 4. I'm just gonna recharge me to.
There we go. 9, 10. Yeah, I rolled low, that's why.
Oh man. Okay.
You're so coked up, now you can just go for those 13 tons of, pure bliss you have out in your cargo hold.
Can we bring up a distraction out of the basic gear?
I mean, we have 3 passengers on board. I'm just saying.
I meant people who aren't going to be paying us. Do we have anything in the basic equipment we could abuse?
So I'm going to be wearing the power armor and running interference.
Yeah.
Okay. You should use the mag rifle.
Yeah, that's the one that does like 2d8 plus 2.
Yeah. The laser rifle's good, but it can fire and burst.
And you're gonna hit me with the thing that lets me roll.
Amazing? Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. So, I'm going to inject you with Reverie. It completely subdues the subject's fear center and adrenaline production, leaving them perfectly calm and relaxed in the midst of mortal danger.
That's the opposite of what you want.
The reaction speed is slower as a consequence. They can only act on even-numbered combat rounds. So 2nd, 4th, and 6th rounds. So if it's round 1, you cannot act.
Oh my!
You know, how much
That's
damage?
clever.
Any damage they suffer is doubled due to their lack of vigilance. Their perfect calm allows them to shoot as if on a target range. They do Dex plus shoot against difficulty 7 at point blank.
Did you read what melee does?
Shock.
What does?
No, Reverie in melee always hits.
What? Oh, melee attacks and Reverie always hit.
His sword, power armor usually has a strength of 18. Doesn't it?
Power armor doesn't give you any strength bonuses.
That's not how this system
Oh,
works.
okay.
Well, the suit I have
Okay,
does.
use
It
a
just
sword.
lets you be more than man.
See, we gave this to long business earlier.
I know.
We done goofed. It happens.
I'm just so upset.
I'm going to swing at you slowly, like.
Yeah, you're in an assault suit, so all it does is give you fantastic protection. So I'll have... Yeah, what's your strength? Is it anything?
No.
Melee always hits. Oh, melee always hits, though. What kind of damage do we got with our weapons? Like, what's his sword do?
Like a D8, I'm gonna say.
Let's.
So here's the gamble. Are we at 5 or above on a D8, or are you going to be able to roll 7 on 2D6?
What's the math?
And
Mark?
then damage, right?
Math is oh yeah.
Isn't
what's the-
7 the most likely thing to roll on 2d6?
It is in the
It is.
middle of the bell curve.
It's roughly 60,
What's your dex bonus?
55%
0.
versus auto hitting. You know what I like better than a 60% chance? A 100% chance.
But the damage
what's the
might not kill it
damage?
in one hit. It's 1D8. Or, yeah, whatever his fucking sword is.
Monoblade, 1d8 plus 1. Probably plus 1 is from his modifier, so 1d8.
It's just
so
one.
it's going to be 1d8 minus 1 for me.
Oh god. Yeah, that's terrible.
So, yeah, the 2D6 are our best bet. Can you roll a 7 or a 9 on 2D6? Do you have shoot?
I have shoot.
Okay, so that's not a penalty.
Ironically, he might actually be able to expert it because it's not technically an attack.
Oh, shit! It isn't an attack skill, it's a shooting skill. You get doubles. You get to roll twice.
Because you never roll shoot with on a skill check, but with expert you technically do.
Yeah, it's a skill check. It literally says in the description of the drug, it becomes a skill check.
Let's see what expert does.
All right, Reverie. I'm glad I brought all these illegal drugs.
But we gotta live to round 2.
Well, I have to live to round 2.
Yeah.
Yes, you reroll a failed skill check, so yes, that counts.
Yeah, all right.
It can be a combat, so you can be an expert sniper. And
And I
execution
suppose you can't
rolls.
just port it up to your own VI system. That doesn't work, obviously.
Nothing about Mother's Organic. It's
Yeah.
a full case shell.
Yep, it's a mech show.
But this is why you guys might want backup points.
See, crew's not expendable. I kinda let down by this series. Just kidding.
Alright, so we're going to teleport back in and see if I can tank 2 hits from this piece of shit.
Yeah, well, you and Natma, because Natma's back up. And Natma's a threat.
Okay, hey, we might even take down the first round before you even have to fire.
That would be ideal.
Right? This is re-rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Alright, Pete, we're going to teleport back in.
Yeah. Well, so the next day,
So,
I guess. 'cause
if you
might
heard
as
this,
well.
the Reverie turns the shooting the robot into a skill check, which means his expert thing works.
Okay, so you're the murder machine.
Or you
here.
could auto hit with a melee attack.
So
Yeah, if I give this to you, you auto-hit on melee.
So should we just keep you dosed up on Reverie all the time?
I only have 10 shots of Reverie.
The problem with Reverie is that if you get hit, it's always max damage. Double damage.
Not max.
Number
Double.
2, it's
You only go every even turn.
Yeah, every even turn. It would be absolutely terrifying if when I get some psychic skills that let me just nope damage. But
See, if I was playing a better transhuman, I would have built a case body like the power loader, and it would have had like a little baby carrier for you. So you'd be in the baby carrier, and I'm soaking hits for you. And then when you're ready to go, I'd open up, and you'd be like, la!
So you mean you just want to be a mech?
Yeah,
Because there are mech rules. You can have your...
a baby carrier.
Yes. And then slot in the VI/AI into
Well,
it.
you slot the VI into the power armor.
Yeah.
Or do you build the VI as power armor? in this
You build a
whole
mech as a VI, and then you put a person in it.
Yeah. And they take drugs. What are you looking at, bud?
I dropped a die and I don't know again.
Is it like a D4? In which case,
Oh, I see it under Peter's chair.
Oh, it's a D4.
D4 is the only one where we have to be careful about it.
So are we ready to do this, or should we pause?
Well, let's do it.
Oh,
Okay, so quick question. I poured in there. Is it going to be a fresh round, or is that me acting to pour it in?
You definitely should be roll initiative.
Then, yeah, you poured in, we roll initiative, then we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The Final Fantasy music starts.
Does that seem fair?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
So drugged up next. 1 to scan, 1 to teleport, 1 to
5.
teleport everyone.
So Mother has initiative 5. And I'm in the power armor again?
Who is in the power armor? Let's establish
You're
this.
in, Mother is in the power armor.
All right.
I've adjusted it on the sheet.
Excellent. Here we go.
That would be a 5.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Everyone roll fucking 5.
Not Longinus,
Yeah.
not more. There you go.
What did the Warbot roll?
It rolled a 1, so good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweet, innocent baby Jesus. Tiny baby Jesus in a manger. Little innocent baby Jesus, recently born. The wise man coming to visit it.
Alright, I will take the first shot because I'm feeling sassy.
Do it.
And I'm going to try and hit it with my stun fist.
Do it. We don't even get rewards from killing this thing. It's I'm getting an XP boost.
That would be a 18, I believe. So, yeah. That would be a D8 plus...
Just do it. Oh, you take like 2 system strain.
Oh, okay.
so many drugs.
3, 4, 5.
That's enough.
Yeah,
And it's stunned.
it's stunned.
It's incapacitated.
I will bolt over to it and start hacking into it.
So you murder it.
I pull out its power core and I flush its capacitors.
Beep boop.
Sure. With your expert in programming, fix, and everything, yeah, you pick it apart. The light
Find that
dims
fucking
in its
find that
eyes.
fucking backup battery.
Now on its nuclear power core. Just
Well, in case it tries to reroute from its cannons, because they'll have internal batteries. Yeah, I make sure this thing has no charge in it.
sure, roll me a fix. See how
Yeah,
well you
okay.
do.
I'll do that.
I'll aid.
My fix is 2, I said, so I get +1, so 3. I
9
rolled an
to
8, so I'm going to re-roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 12, so a 15. Wait a minute. I was rolling a d20.
Then
Look,
It's
it's
like
not
done-
my fault.
it's not like this, like 15th episode of us playing Start with a Number.
It's not my fault. The dice keep changing. All right, so I'm going to roll my first initial roll on 2d6.
A 9 to 8.
I got a 7 plus, I said my 3, right? So 10. Is 10 good?
Sure, that's good.
Because if not, I'll re-roll.
Your call, Leon. Reroll.
Is it good, though? Did I do it?
10 is probably
Sure.
good enough. That's really
10's
high.
usually pretty good.
Okay.
And if I'm assisting, if a 9 helps to assist,
Oh, we
then
got 11. Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, you disable its power, like you reroute it, cut all the cords pretty much, and yeah, it had some good redundancy there, but you managed to take it down in that moment where it flickered.
Yeah.
Congrats, guys! You want to give 2 tries.
Let's get out of here.
we do have to finish the looting.
No, we do, but let's teleport back and rest.
Okay.
I'll let you down. I'll let you kind of sober up.
Yeah, I'm just kind of panting and tensing with my.
Oh no, you're like the drug totally makes you like a slug.
Okay. All right. I have a suggestion, medical officer. Next stop we at where the port isn't a complete, terrible place. Spaceport would be great. Little R&R.
I don't make those decisions.
Also, do you take the warbot with you?
Oh yeah.
And we don't teleport
We
it.
just leave it there.
We drag
Mission
it. We
accomplished.
drag it back.
Well, you just teleport it back. Yeah.
I can't teleport the
It's too
world.
heavy.
Yeah.
How many teleports you got left in you?
Probably 3 or 4.
Okay, if you have 4, I will disassemble it piecemeal, and we'll teleport it back.
Sure. In a couple trips, you managed to teleport.
Alright, I will then take the parts and move them into the cargo bay. That's where I'm going to set up a machine shop and some chains and stuff to hoist it up on an engine block.
Which is also the med bay.
Apparently, yeah, I just put a chair out there for you assholes.
There's a little divider up on the walls, and there. That's where I keep all the
So I
drugs.
Like a sign printed on like printer paper that says doctor's office.
And the doctor is in.
I think, if I remember correctly, we actually had this discussion. Do we want a med bay? I am a med bay.
No, I said we had a med bay. I said the med bay exists. It looks just like Aliens. It has an MRI scanner. It's where my office is.
Let's go. Okay, so
Because-
next time around, we'll add it to the fitting list.
Because if there isn't a med bay, then my personal quarters end up being in the med bay. And if that's the case, then I get to do personal experiments in the med bay.
we have a med bay. We just don't have an extended med bay.
All right.
Okay.
It's like our show's budget got cut, so the next time we just can't. That
That's why the engine room on
like-
Star Trek: The Original Series exists. They were going to build it later, and Roddenberry's like, oh, he wrote a bunch of scenes in the engine room because he knew if they didn't write them in, they would never build the set for it.
Wow, this med bay sure does look like a Tim Hortons. Yes, we thought it would make the patients seem more at ease if we holographically simulated a Tim Hortons.
So yeah, your med base is a first aid kit that hasn't been restocked in a while. Okay, yeah. You give back, you have your parts for the warbot, and what have you, and what do you guys do?
Well, we'll rest.
What does resting do for you?
You guys are back at full.
Yeah, the system strain goes away.
Sister Strain will eventually
By 1.
lead out.
Per day, I think. But like it matters. None of this matters.
I just lay on a couch with a blanket over me, looking pathetic.
Bleeding into it.
Yeah, I'll be spending time on you. Because
So,
it's a month.
are we gonna go?
Are we spending a month waiting here?
No, we have to go back immediately before the warbot that was guarding the loot gets looted. I said take a day to let everyone rest up, and then we have to go back. The warbot was the guardian of that loot. Without that, we don't get paid.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
There are a
thinking.
bunch of people there too.
They're probably
I'll
super
pick up the
moving.
mag rifle.
So 1 point.
My hypocritical.
give it to one of you guys.
I'd help you guys, but I'm so sore. Oh,
I
no.
love killing
It's not,
people.
it's
but
not your fault, Longinus. It's my fault. I should have anticipated this. I did a bad job. I'm a bad mother.
Now you're gonna make me feel bad on top of feeling bad.
And heroin.
You're not my mother. I mean, in Cargo Bay, you have like multiple tons of feel-good drugs. So if you just crawl your way over there,
I also have heroin. I gave him some heroin. It's fine. Heroin's pretty good, guys, if you haven't noticed.
Black tar
We
heroin.
talk about drugs a lot in our podcasts. Like,
Why not, right?
it's nuts.
Devin, 2019. Heroin's a pretty good drug.
If you haven't noticed, people like it.
Coke's fucking dead. Heroin, it's coming back in a big way.
So we're gonna take a day to rest, and then should we just port right in?
Yes.
Sure.
Put you back in the power armor.
You poo.
so everyone's riding the power armor.
What's your AC when you're not in power armor?
Like 13.
Okay.
It's not great.
Okay, guys. I walk around wearing a crappy spacesuit because in getting legal situations because I have psychic powers that protect me. You pretty durable, and you got power armor. We got to get you better uniform.
I try and avoid these kinds of situations.
The technology we're looking for isn't that expensive either. Any world with relevant manufacturing capacity could build a estimate for him.
True, but and as to what you're saying,
It's not like we don't have the money now.
Oh yeah, we take jobs where we're harvesting first stage tech. Like,
Mandate tech.
I mean, I know I've done that before.
You make a fair point.
Yeah, you can't talk your way out of a warbot shoot with plasma guns. It doesn't work very often.
It's clear that some of the plans that we have for expanding our medical facilities need to be accelerated or prioritized.
Anyway,
There are appliances that I need around the house that would streamline my job.
I think we come in, we say the first thing you got to do. We
Unionize.
pour it in. We got to say we're here to rescue or something to that effect, and we look real strong with power armor and AI, and I think that'll look pretty good.
How long would it take me to re-up this warbot?
I know how those repairing warbots work in the system.
I can repair it to full instantly because of my frame. Robots are way easier to fix than people. They don't even have critical injuries.
Nice.
But you also need to reprogram it and what have you.
That's what I'm talking about. How long would that take?
Well, I don't think you can just take it right now, but in transit.
Downtime?
Do it. Yeah.
Okay, then we can't use the warbot unless we want to yank its thinking systems and put it on a remote control.
All right, yeah, we'll pour it in and we'll try and talk our way around it.
All right, so I'll scan up.
Because I actually have a vehicle control rig in my character sheet
I'll
for
scan
piloting drones.
scan the lab.
Yep.
But there's still the weird elongated people walking around.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't like it.
Also, make sure you grab your translators too while we're.
My translator torques translate Paleo-Terran to Paleo-Terran French.
Never mind. I can get a really useful one like Esperanto.
Well, there is Esperanto to Paleo-Terran. It doesn't get a lot of use.
Isn't one of the plans using half Esperanto, half Lodgeban?
Okay, how many people on that planet speak Paleo-Terran?
No, nobody speaks Paleo-Terran.
I didn't. Not Mandate, the official language of the Mandate. The older language from 1950.
Anyway,
Honk
so
honk, let's go to the baby war.
we bring up some thing, and I'll actually grab some rations and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and some basic undervalued first aid gear.
Okay.
So from the maybe one or two power cells, because we got a feeling this is going to turn into these guys look like they could use some help, or they're going to attack us. One of those two.
We can offer our services as an errand of mercy while we salvage.
So pour it over.
Okay. So you port over to the lab, and the people are surprised to see you and whatever. And do you do anything as you port over? Open guns. Okay.
Greetings. We're here on a mission of mercy. We've come to rescue you.
Okay. Well, they don't speak your language. They start the
I put out the "Don't worry, I know the universal greeting," and I hand out rations from the.
yeah, they'll definitely go after it, like, yeah. So, like, after a minute, like, you mentor stuff so that they've been living here, slash, some of them probably have been born here. Whatever, so, like, these spaces that have grown up in low G, that's why there's, like, so elongated. And yet, then, are, pretty disheveled and what have you, and scrounge up whatever you give them. Yeah.
How do they survive? What's their food source?
You examine the room, then there are some like basic like recycling things, what have you, and you seem to see also like a couple human bodies that bones, whatever. So I guess from what you can gather is that
I will start examining each and every one of them, and I'll be putting tags around their wrist to denote which one needs to be treated in what order, like triage basically, and then I'll start treating.
Sure. Like a bit of malnourishment plus everything else that comes with living in space and what have you, and
so infections, disease, broken bones, splints, dental work,
definitely a lot of dental,
vitamin boosters, immunosuppressants, all that stuff I can do.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything there.
So I'll cycle through this whole population while you guys start
Looking for the tech that we're here to grab.
Yeah, once you find it, I have fixed, so I can start strip mining it for you.
Okay. So yeah, you look around. So there are like some computers around. There's clearly some station that's the central thing of the place. If someone also wants to go through the records or what have you, like download the data, because I know that Mother's doing, slash analyze it. If someone wants
I can go through
computer
that.
stuff,
I can use administer because it's like logs and bureaucratic filings and records.
well, sure, roll it.
Five.
Well, you don't get much about what it is.
You could expert that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Oh, so you don't get much out of it other than the thing in the middle seems to be the thing the lab is about. So you can see that it's like a pillar going from floor to ceiling, and converging up on some structure that's like a donatoid mechanical thing. Yeah, it seems to be like everything's plugged into it and what have you.
How big is it?
It's like yay big, so it's like a meter across, I suppose.
I mean, there's a good chance we rip that out. That's the thing we're looking for, but it might shut down some of the gear here.
Mm-hmm. We'll have Mother take a look at it.
Mother.
Done with these fools?
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty quick with everything you have, so
Plus I rolled 3d6, keep the highest.
yeah. So,
I'm super good at drugs.
so yeah, you
What have
stab
you found, Captain?
We think this object here might be what we're looking for, but we're not sure what it is or what it does.
I'll look it over. What does this device do?
roll me something.
Fix?
Sure, fix a
I'll give you a
program.
hand.
There we are. 13.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, so
5 and a 6, then another plus 1, 2.
This is a Mark 7 positronic matrix interocitor.
okay. No, so you shove Jaden off the side as he's like trying to use computer. Whatever you connect to it, better get the whole download of everything that they have there. And yeah, this is a small tokamak donut-shaped like generator, and it's actually a Singularity psi amplifier.
Psi amplifier?
Yep.
What are its applications?
So it's a component of old psigates, and it uses like a spinning black hole to allow easier connection to the metaspace. So since you rolled so well, you can figure out that it could be, again, it's called psigate, so if someone were to try figuring that system out again, that would help with it. It could be used for some psi powers, or, it could also be used as a planet cracker, which, delving deeper into logs since you went so well, it seems that, they've used this technology / whatever else was in this psigate to crack, Inferno in like half.
What would the price point on this be to a
Well,
intelligent buyer?
Well, it's probably like sci-tech, post-tech things, so it's probably a couple 100,000 credits at least, since, like...
Is it easily replicatable?
No. It's...
You know what that
it's
makes it?
pre-tech.
It's also 100% illegal, right? This is like one of the things that's...
It's not maltech.
Well, it's...
Ruining a planet's atmosphere isn't maltech. We can do that with nuclear bombs.
It's a component of something that would be falling under maltech, this planet destroyer weapons, but it was a part of a large...
It's part of the
structure.
Stargate here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, on its own, I mean, if you crack it in a planet, it's probably a black hole in there, so it'll probably...
That would be
It's
bad.
a war crime.
Yes. But as it is, it's contained within itself, so... Take it or leave it as you
Captain,
want.
what do you call something that can't be easily reproduced?
Valuable.
We have something like that here. I'll switch over to internal comms, so these fucking scavengers who all of a sudden are stealing our gold, in my mind, can't hear us.
What is this even?
This technology was top of the line in the Mandate era. They used to run their travel networks. Repurposed and sent to a intelligent buyer. This could be worth several 100,000 credits, up to 1 million. Captain, I must point out that beyond credits, this is valuable to societies that don't use money. Societies that don't use money usually have resources that we can't normally buy.
Yes, but we also made a deal.
And loyalty is the most important.
The deal has been altered.
Pray we do not alter it any
The
further.
deal has been altered by the nature of what we found. We could trade this asset to any system from my society and get resources that aren't available to outsiders.
I mean, I think personally, the guys who are on the ship, they did make a deal where they were kind of buying a pig, they were kind of buying a.
We went in and got shot for them to salvage this, and they paid us a pittance.
And we agreed to.
If they'd like
Take
a
the risks.
refund, I'd be more than willing to pony up my share.
Well, that would be up to the captain. The question is, what's going to be worth more, the potential of getting this stuff, or reputation with their society?
Not
This
just with
device.
their society, anyone that they come in contact with.
They can't tell.
I mean, you know they're diplomats, so...
The potential for this device and what it could earn us would outweigh that minor inconvenience. Memories are short in the black. Especially because what this could buy us could extend your lifespan past their poor reviews.
I mean, we had a feeling it would be something like this going in. We knew it was going to be valuable. We knew it was going to be worth well more than just a killbot. That's why we negotiated up on it. The lesson here is that we should have negotiated a bit further, or at least held something in reserve. But we can't go back on our deal.
This resource is not only irreplaceable, it's mostly been scavenged across known space. There aren't others like this.
Our reputation's irreplaceable.
Our reputation will wane with the passing of centuries. This will be a footnote in your history. you can just outlive it.
A deal is a deal. A trader's only as good as his word.
A trader is only as good as their profit.
If
I'm
you
gonna have
stole
to
it,
disagree with you.
pirates, just in case Mark was on the fence there.
We're not. It's not stealing if we choose not to fulfill the deal.
It's like accepting a quest and not completing it.
You want to keep the quest item.
Well, did they already pay you?
Yeah.
No.
No, they agreed to. I bet you they didn't fucking pay us up front.
Well, it was like, hey, you recover the stuff, we pay you.
You could always say, oh, there was nothing there.
You're dealing with, a just old psionics.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah,
If we convince them they're in a simulation.
Oh boy, we love simulations.
Are you feeling sad?
No, I'm most certainly not feeling sad.
Clickety clap.
My plan would be to take this to my people and use it to trade for at least Grail services, if not Soulstone facilities. With that, I can make backups of your minds, meaning if you were ever terminated, we could simply load you into a new body. You would have functional immortality. The best medicine one can provide, preventative. You would get inoculations against dying.
Just a reminder, your planet's currently occupied by the Praetorian Republic, and they're like running the Grails, so you will be negotiating with your people instead. You'll be negotiating with people occupying your planet.
We're dicks.
So, we just need to get access to a goddamn Soulstone facility and some sleeves. We could trade them this stuff.
It sounds like the captain's made up their mind on this one.
Well, what do you guys do?
Well,
I say we take it back to them. We knew that the deal was going to be like this when we agreed to it. We knew it was going to be something ridiculously expensive. That's why they wanted us to do it in the first place. And we agreed to those terms.
yeah, alright, let's pack it up. Are we taking some of these people as refugees or anything, or...?
I'm not sure if they would see that as a rescue or a kidnapping.
Okay, well maybe we'll mention it to the next people.
Well, I guess if you look over, maybe like one of them goes over and speaks to you in like broken mandates and so on. Like, let's see what the notes here.
Keep in mind they're on a planet with some sort of infectious growth growing on it.
No. You're over Inferno. This is the cracked planet that has regressed into like tier 2 or 3 or whatever. And they speak the common language here, it seems. So either they're from the system, from this planet, or whatever. So they're not from that other planet. And the fungus has been just in the station. Just something that has grown here over the centuries. It's been scavenged. So, an older guy approaches you and talks to you like in broken man, like, oh, what are you going to do with us? What do you want here? He's like the elder of this.
I will start removing the singularity device.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can reroute any of like the solar panels or the background radiation generators to keep running their tech here without the singularity device, because they're not going to need that much power.
We came here for a device. We're going to need to remove it. As to what we plan to do with you, I think that is entirely up to you and your people. We would certainly be willing to provide you transportation to a habitable world.
Yes, please. We've been prisoners here for a long while.
Okay. The accommodations are going to be rough. I don't know if they'll be much rougher than what you're used to. But,
You've been surviving by eating scavengers. I think we'll be fine.
okay. All right. Well, come with
But,
us.
Mother, since you're so medically knowledge,
Yeah, they've been eating people.
no, well, not that. They've grown up / lived here in 0G for so long that they will be quite brittle on your ship that has 1G artificial gravity.
We'll have to carefully move them into the cryo system.
Okay.
The cryo system will keep them until we can get them to
There's
wherever it is you want to bring them.
You have 6 cryo facilities, there's 10 of them, so you'd probably have to jam them in or something. Plus, figure out which planet will take pretty much invalids and what have you.
Can you dial down the gravity?
You could, but then you'd be surviving for X amount of weeks on 0G, so it'll be pleasant necessarily for everyone.
It's no big deal for me. I'm used to
feet.
0G.
I have magnetic feet.
And if you want,
I'll just put magnetic boots on them.
I have background spacer.
no, you can move around, that's fine, but, all the ships have been built with a sort of, okay, you're running artificial gravity most of the time, so everybody,
Oh yeah, we'll have to do a check to make sure everything's strapped down.
Oh, also, you don't heal wounds in 0G.
What?
It's probably
No one here watches The Expanse?
It's not a rule in the book. I don't think
I'll do it this afternoon.
With Mother, you probably can't heal wounds.
I got enough drugs.
There's definitely a complication you have to solve. But yeah, there isn't any external power. This is pretty much the last part of this station that has anything.
Well, we can keep them in the cargo hold and just strap down the cargo and reduce the gravity of the cargo hold.
Okay, if we got good enough control for that, then.
Probably take some jewelry from Mother to change how the gravity works. Usually it's same everywhere.
I think that's well within her capabilities.
We'll calibrate from there.
If not, we can rig up crash couches and stuff like that. They'd be uncomfortable if they'd be on a nice cushy thing.
You probably can find some cots / whatever.
Rig up a water bed with some, something.
Do you have that much water? You have enough for people to survive and so on, but I don't think you have enough volume of water for people and so on to go by.
I think we just jury-rig the cargo hold.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Mother, you disconnect the Ringularity thing, and it seems to be powering the whole station down, the last of whatever it was here. And that thing's pretty dense and hefty, by itself probably weighs a ton if not more, and doesn't seem to be that bulky, but it has a small black hole inside of it. So moving in 0G, it's not a problem, and by the time you get to your cargo space, you'll have your probably forklifts and what have you.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that should not have as much density as it has.
As much value as it has.
Also, you'll get a pre-tech component for everything else.
Oh, excellent. That is worth putting into the sheet on pre-tech salvage.
Yes, but you've agreed that they get everything you salvage here. Depends how you want to spin that to them.
We'll have a talk with them.
I would lose my shit.
Okay.
Shit on the counter.
Your character keeps a spare brick on them just to make the point.
Okay. You move it back to the ship. You move the people along as the station is slowly venting its last atmosphere as the atmosphere has gone down as well. And yeah, I guess Mother's busy bringing up the cargo bay.
I'm dealing with shit while you guys go negotiating.
So, this whole expedition was a little rougher than we expected. And it seems like you got quite a payday here.
I mean, seems to be a good gamble that paid off. We didn't know what we'll be getting out of it, and the shape of the station as is, it was a gamble.
Yeah. I think it's only fair that we keep the pre-tech, considering the immense value of the psi emitter that you're going to be taking away.
We're surprised that you didn't try to double cross us with after seeing this. I guess we can alter our deal. Sure, you can keep that as long as you deliver this cargo straight to Ascension afterwards.
We can make Ascension the next stop.
Perfect. But then we have a deal.
All right. It's a pleasure working with you.
Likewise.
Hey, one thing you might want to mention: passengers.
Oh, yeah, we brought aboard some refugees. They'll be in the cargo hold, just in case you bump into one.
I think you can keep them.
I wasn't offering them to you. I was more informing you of the situation.
Well, sometimes you're dealing with Faltrayers that see people as commodity and, refugees as slaves, so...
I think we've well established that we're not that kind of people.
Yeah, just so you know, I wasn't suggesting that. I just want to make that real clear. It was more the fact that it's the first planet we're going to, and we are not equipped to carry them for a planetary blast-off, I assume.
I mean, again, you have a gravity generator here, so you going down a planet, up a planet, isn't that hard on you. It's more like disorienting if you're if you're a fighter pilot, something that it's more disorienting for you to be on the ship and not feel the G as you're maneuvering about. So unless something's faulty in your ship, it's not that much of a problem. Just them surviving longer term is an issue in itself. Yeah, like saying, I don't think we've had this conversation, but it's good that you're moral and upright.
We certainly try.
Okay. So I guess that's it for this adventure. I suppose we should do the drill / finish up with trading.
Yeah, let's do the trading.
Sure.
Give us the good numbers.
Okay. First of all, you're drilling from. Let me pull up.
And we are going to do some shopping, and we are going to...
Well, if you guys want to do R&R or whatever, it's something more, then you can figure that out, about the basic stuff. Okay, so moving from Monterv system, which is 0400, to Anulaklia, which has Ascension 0200. That's 2 hexes away. One jump. How long does it take you? It was the base is 6 days, I think. Then you got spike rating of 2 for drill. Oh, sorry, it's 6 days per hex, so it's 12 days, but you're dividing it by your drive rating of 2, and you're also probably trimming the course, because you can do that for free and still be within the limit, as far as I remember. Mm-hmm. So you have 12 days divided by 3, so that takes you 4 days. And
we add on 2 days for the days we rested.
Also, you have to get the system edge, so that's another 2 days. So
8 days.
Yeah. So on the 13th, you drill out. 6 days, no, 4 days afterwards, you get back into the system. 2 more days, and you're at Ascension. So it's the 19th of March.
I'm just spending that time dealing with the robot and fixing up Longinus.
Sure. Longinus is still down for the count for another couple weeks.
Yep.
But yeah.
Probably for the best. If he had found out about the black hole thing, he would have probably killed those psychics in their sleep.
Oh, I tell you the whole story. And I tell you what we could have gotten for it, too. It's like we could have gotten soul stones, which means immortality.
The volume on the ship is very lucky that he is too drugged to be very angry about that.
Yes, as you're skimming in probably the cargo hold med bay. Okay. You get to Ascension.
I'm going to spend some time talking with the old man, just finding out what their story is. Trying to see if I can identify people's names, whatever. I'm going to keep them away from the ship's cat, because I don't trust them not to eat it.
I mean, you're probably providing them out of your, rations that you have, half a man-year for?
Yeah.
Probably should last you enough.
They're cannibals. It's not the cat I would be worried about.
They're
Are they cannibals?
They're cannibals out of necessity, because, hey, some of the system recycle food, whatever, but they've spent years here, if not more.
I mean, so was the Donner Party, and then they were still eating people after help showed up.
Yeah. They're not, cannibals out of, preference. They're cannibals out of necessity. But like, it's, a big station, therefore you can have some factories come in every now and then and that just pops up there, whatever. But yeah, they've mostly been locked into that lab because like the warbot has been like patrolling the area, so they had to like sneak out, to get anything, sneak back in. And yeah, they've been surviving there for years, if not more. Some of them probably like even longer. They've lost count of time and so on. So yeah, that's their story. They're surviving. Some of them having factories, some of them having like locals or whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's figure out shopping.
Capitalism, ho!
So, what do you have on your ship? Is it just the
We got drugs.
We've got two kinds of drugs.
Ooh,
drugs.
two kinds of drugs.
We've got Liquid Joy and we've got Raw Azure.
Oh, Roger, which is the mineral.
Yeah.
That you got. Okay, let's start with the drugs, I guess, or whatever you want to start with. What do we want to offload here?
Let's roll for the Liquid Joy.
Because that's the big one.
Yeah, that's payout.
And we've got plus higher now because we've got the additional support.
+3.
Yeah, and the support from...
Didn't you boost both of your connect and your trade roll?
Yeah, that's why
Shouldn't
it's
it be
+3.
+4?
Oh, yeah, because my charisma as well.
Yeah.
So +4. Yeah.
There you go. They've got trade for religious, cultural, alien, and pretext. So none of these apply to you guys. So just straight roll. 3d6.
Oh, we're gonna... Yeah, I rolled 3d6, but we're gonna wait. We're not gonna sell it at this.
That's 5.
Isn't
Don't
low
even
numbers good?
No one
Low
will
number is
buying.
good when we're buying.
Yeah, at 5 will be minus 50%. So you
What would we need of liquid joy? We are a hive mind.
you can try selling the other stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's better.
that's 14. Okay.
Well,
So
14 plus 4.
plus 4 from the team, so that's an 18. Minus 1 friction because that's the friction of the planet. I think that's everything. Because what's that? That's mineral and
Medical.
medical. Okay, none of these apply. So you got plus 100% of its raw value. What is its raw value? Roger, 10,000. So for 20,000 each.
Okay. And we've got 5 tons.
Yep. So that's 100,000. Are you selling?
Yeah, we're gonna sell.
Okay. Roll a D10 to see whether there's trouble. 10.
10.
So no trouble. Congrats. You got $100,000.
We also have some salvage.
No, we sold that.
Well, you have the
new one.
We have new
components from
from the ship we pirated.
remember?
Oh,
Bearer of
right,
Bad
right,
News?
right. Yes.
The bearer of free stuff.
I'll need to up the difficulty on you guys.
Oh, you need up the difficulty? Because it was so fucking easy.
No, for the ship combat.
I
We're just
mean,
gonna keep increasing the numbers, and we're gonna keep increasing.
like, we take one hit and we're all dead.
Well, you can always negotiate.
We did in hell.
Okay.
Negotiate with your dog mother in hell.
You know, do you know the line? Has anyone played the original Privateer?
No, it's probably not.
Oh, it's Wing Commander Privateer game from like the 90s. Line of pirates like, you're a pretty good flyer. How about we just buy guns, we got
14.
I'm a
Okay.
businessman.
You roll 14.
No, I
total?
got 14.
Okay, 14. Total minus 1 for the friction, so it's plus 20%. So I think they're selling for 120,000 each. Is it? What's the base price of the joy? Yeah, 100,000 base, so 120,000.
20,000 each. We've got 5. So we're selling them for 600,000.
You have 13 ton. Oh, sorry, you're selling parts. Not the
Yeah, we already rolled for the liquid joy.
Parts, I think they're 10,000 base. So that's 3,000, that's 60,000.
16?
60,000.
So 300,000.
No, 60,000 because you
60,000 each, you said.
no 60,000 total
Okay,
It's
60,000 total.
for each. Yeah.
Can't tell if you guys are actually understanding what you're saying or if you're trying to trick each other.
Yes.
Okay. Roll d10. See what happens. 10. Nope. Okay. So what, you waiting the 2 weeks to refresh your second cell?
Yeah. What's the date?
Let's see.
18th? 16th?
It was 19th when you landed, plus 14, so okay. The 5th of the next month, April. There's a calendar that has 4 weeks per month. It's fun.
Yes, we know.
Just have to keep reminding people.
So you said it's the 5th of April?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 11 plus 4, 15.
15 minus 1 for friction, so that's plus 40%.
Yeah, we'll sell it at that.
Okay. Okay, so you've got how many tons?
13.
13 tons.
That's gonna clear a million.
Plus 40%, right? Was it? So 140,000. Was it? Yeah, plus 40%. So that's you got like almost 2 million from that. That's a
Christ.
What what did we get exactly so I can put it in?
1,820,000 for
Nice.
selling 13 tons of drugs.
That was a liquid joy?
Yup.
What the fuck do these people have then? So now we got cash.
Well, why don't we roll? for
Well, you
the-
can buy a psi amplifier on the market
wait,
for only
roll
1.2
first.
million credits.
Ooh, a one.
That's a problem.
Pom pom pom.
No,
Okay,
no,
roll.
no.
Roll me d6.
Confiscated.
God damn it.
Those are illegal now. We get nothing.
1. And adequate official schemes for his habit at 2 for. No, sorry. That's Paradiso, not this. Ascension. On.
Oh my god.
Huh, I haven't written this up. Let me check. Alien World.
Well, I guess we'll just have to hit the remote detonator I put on that planet cracker.
Alien World. Anyway, so on. Ignore handling or use Rex 1d4 times 10% of the goods. Roll a d4. Oh boy. That's a big roll. 40%. Okay. 3.4 times how many tons? It was 13 tons. So you lost 5.2 tons. Minus 13. Let me not round it for you guys. So you sold 7.8 tons of joy for 1,092,000. There goes $700,000.
Hey, it's just that's just the way space trading goes.
I really wish there was a way to get rerolls on that kind of stuff.
How much did we lose? 700,000.
Yeah.
Could have just kept the goddamn thing.
Yeah, either someone has been tapping into it, looking at Longinus here, or one of you like cutting it off. Whoops!
Longinus hasn't been doing shit except being in the fetal position for the past few days.
Ah.
Now he's in a rage.
How much? 700,000 off the top. God damn it! So much for it. How much of the ship did we have to pay off?
How much do we have to pay off?
Yeah, like what's the total debt?
$1,938,000.
That would have been almost the entire goddamn debt.
Speaking of which, it's a new month. Time to give you guys more interest.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to make a payment.
I mean,
I think
what
we're good.
What we do instead is just let that debt keep building and reinvest this $1 million, because the next flip is going to get you in the clear.
Well, we'll keep flipping until we start having full cargo holds with money left over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that, considering how much we made on this run, even with that disaster, I still think that we're going to pay this thing off not too long. We started with like 50 grand. Now we're at the point where we're pretty close to having enough.
You earn like not that much because you paid 800,000 for the job, so you earned 300,000 from.
We would have earned 900,000 off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, what do they got to sell?
I mean, the double ones and then the 4 was just...
It was brutal.
Okay. Roll 2d10s to see what they're selling.
What's the tech level of this hellhole?
4.
Not bad.
I haven't actually prepared it, so next time, guys, we'll figure out what they have and what they're selling.
All right.
God.
God damn it.
We're gonna buy some basic shit like everyone, especially every character who is not good at fight, is gonna be carrying like five or six grenades. We're gonna buy like a ship supply.
Grenades are cheap.
Please don't carry grenades. I'm a melee character.
Well, in Power Armor, you're immune to grenades.
Oh, okay.
Legit.
So one of you will be immune to grenades.
Then just strap all the grenades to my chassis. And I go,
These two
That was
assholes
what he was
Power
doing.
Armor damaged it. They established that the Power Armor can't take grenades that they're holding.
These two assholes. What did I have to do with
I
that?
gestured at whoever. It was Tyler and one of you two fucking established that if you hold a grenade, it'll damage the armor. Which it doesn't.
Because someone fumbled quite badly or something, and asked, "Oh, what consequence would you like?"
You made my armor inherently uncool with that fumble. The armor failed, not you guys in this scenario.
Well, it's not that bad. You guys have 1.3 million credits liquid right now.
After like 4 or 5 months.
Yes. Taking like a couple 100,000 off for all the debt and whatever. Just kidding. You guys probably should start paying into it.
What if we do? I think 2 more flips. We could pay off the debt and still have a wicked float to carry.
Yeah.
And then kill a guy.
I'm not saying to blow the bank, but I think after that last one, considering how close we came to the game being over, we should probably spend a small amount of money on some basic equipment upgrades.
Well, I mean, a suit of power armor only costs 10 grand.
But remember, that what happened in the last game? Like, oh, nobody's going to sell you superpower armor because that's not for the civvies.
We just have to find someone who will sell us a suit of power armor. Or just go to fucking the Praetorian Republic.
military suppliers, there's got to be a ton of those.
Look, we beeline to the Praetorian Republic. We can not only see if we can haggle some transhuman tech, like soul stones, we can buy you guys some suits of power armor, and then I can kit them.
And connect and talk is like what I do. So finding people and then convincing them to do stuff.
Assault armor's tech level 4. This is a tech level 4 society. They make it and manufacture it.
For their people.
Yeah, no, exactly. So as long as we go to a TL4 or higher society, we can get better armor and better guns. And I can make them amazing.
I kind of like the idea of every of like your character just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna stand here. Everything's cool in the firefight. I'm just gonna be drugged up, line up a shot.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll kit out your ranged and melee weapons in downtime. Because we got downtime while Kevin heals now.
Yep.
Whole month.
You had downtime while you were doing shopping, so yes.
And yeah, well, the thing is, I already have some weapons, and you already have weapons, so the weapons are fine. But see if you can't connect us with someone who can get us 2 more suits of power armor. 20 grand is not a lot to spend. Like, that's one of our trips for the Warbot.
Yeah.
Plus, we got the Warbot.
Yep.
Yeah.
PA is pretty useless for me.
PA.
Power.
I mean, it gives you AC 18.
I pretty much have that.
What's your AC rating?
I think it's
18?
17.
Okay, it'd be 1 point of AC, but like another level I'm getting something better than that anyway.
Fine.
Fine.
Then we just need 2 suits of power armor for fucking... There's 3 people who want to use power armor. We have 1. 2 more suits is 2 more suits of power armor. That's 3.
Yeah.
Kevin, me, and Tyler.
Well, we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Later.
And then I will start adding mods to them. I can add a lot of mods to your guns and your armor.
Yeah, you have one component. Figure out what you want to do with it.
The
then.
mods I add don't even use components.
Cool. Do it. Give someone a lowdown of.
Yeah, what I need each of you to do is just post what weapon you commonly use. And then I'll start sketching out the mods and the pricing and the time frame.
The captain uses your weapon.
If you
He uses his own fists,
Oh, you motherfuckers.
and he has a knife, monoblade.
What do you roll to hit with your fists?
Telekinetics.
Motherfucker. Why did you spec your character into combat that cannot be enhanced with money?
You know, I asked what psychic power things I should go into.
Everyone
And-
told you telekinetic army was for assholes.
No, actually, the general thing was it was pretty good.
I personally hate it. Because it does shit like
And the
this.
other character I was going to create was a cybernetic specialist who really wanted cybernetics and was cool.
But all the cybernetics suck.
Well, he'd also need power armor.
The cybernetics suck. What you want to do is you want to be a warrior and define your warrior tricks as cybernetics. McCool did that with Ironheart or whatever.
That was pretty much what he was going to do.
Magnetar.
I mean, if you're going to play a goddamn combat character, you could have.
Once I condense all my stats down to fight, then I'll just use any weapon. Yeah, basically it won't matter then. I can be a weapons master and use anything.
You have like an advanced sword though, right?
It's a monoblade?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to buy a better one. It's the most base level sword.
I can work with that. I literally can't upgrade anything Mark has.
Nope. It's
The
totally
only thing I
pointless.
can upgrade is transfer your mind into a Pontifex body, which is a organic metal frame. But even then, your con is better in your normal body.
Build him a Cymech. There. He's upgraded.
Yeah, a Cymech, or like find some rules or systems that let me upgrade my telekinetic armor.
I don't think there are.
There are none. Motherfuck. No, we're gonna put you in a robot body that's psychic.
They put you in a robot body that's combat body, but you won't be able to use the psychic powers because they're lame.
Well, there's the organic frame that's kind of the end of the line that gives you 18s at all 3 stats and like plus 25 hit points.
Isn't there some sort of really expensive, but like normally not very good like skill chip thing you can get?
You don't want to fuck with skill chips.
I'll take a look at the stuff later. But anyway, we should probably finish up.
If we're all done complaining,
Motherfuck, 700 grand off the top of our kitty.
Yeah, I know. That was...
money down the drain, literally.
Fucker.
Spill the drugs.
Let's find that guy and kill him.
Probably one of you.
Literally none of us is taking the blame for that.
Nobody did it.
The refugees stole the drugs and left. It turns
That
out that they were
actually,
just actors.
that actually makes perfect sense. The fucking refugees.
So, I've been Peter.
Mark.
Devin.
Tyler.
Kevin?
And this is sponsored by nobody. Signing off.